Hi everyone, welcome back to the Sports Breakdown Cricket. Yash's YouTube channel as well, and we'll be speaking about the IPL 2023 post mini auctions review. So I think it was a brilliant day today. We saw some interesting bids. We saw the highest ever buys in IPL history going on. Three of the four highest ever bids happening in IPL history today. So we have Yash joining us. We have Falak joining us. We have Ayush joining us. We have Richik joining us. How are you guys feeling after the IPL mini? I mean, the mini auctions today. First of all, let's go with Yash. How are you feeling? I mean, especially as a Mumbai Indians fan, you bought Cameron Green today for 17 crores today. How are you feeling about that buy today?
See, it's a good buy
I
for
mean,
me. What I especially think is Cameron Green has been brought in order to not to replace but to fill the shoes of Karen Pollard.
Mhm.
If you'd like to judge that. On the other hand, what you see is the Richardson has become the J factor that has been implied to Mumbai Indians. The bowling attack has been superbly very extraordinary in comparison to other teams, and I'm overall happy with the auctions. As what Mumbai Indians have done so far.
Hmm. Falak, what
um,
about you? You're also a MI fan also. Do you agree with what Yash said, or do you have any other thoughts on Cameron
my
Green? How is he going to
thoughts,
be
my
utilized?
my thoughts slightly differ from Yash. I feel that he's not a replacement for Pollard. He's a replacement for Hardik Pandya because Pollard did not used to bowl as much and with that pace. And Green is
Yeah.
a hit-to-leg bowler and he bowls upwards of 140. So he's going to be very useful, and his bowling potential has still not been realized. So just
True.
imagine under Zach and Bond and every of the other people, like the staff, like our Mumbai staff is too good. If they develop him properly, we are
Hmm.
going to see the returns. Maybe if not this year, then next year. But right
Yeah.
now, I believe that we have a, if we use the impact player rule wisely, we have a very good squad to play with.
Hmm.
I have a question to ask.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ayush, you can ask. Yeah.
Does Rohit Sharma purposely select players so that he can look fit, like Piyush Chawla?
Good
Well,
question over
that's what
there
we
from
wanted
Ayush.
to
Yeah.
do.
I
No,
hope
no, but
not. I hope.
you know what? Honestly, because see, there are less people. So I also say Mumbai when they were starting off, okay, it didn't feel like a good team. Okay, so this team is clearly a future team. Okay, it's clearly a future team. Okay,
Hmm.
so all of these players, if you look at them,
Yeah.
wait, where is it? So, so all of these players are the so two teams have really been picked as future teams. It is Mumbai Indians, and everybody picks for the future, but really on potential on the auction, it is Mumbai Indians and SRH. Both
Yeah.
of these
Hmm.
teams have been
Would agree to your point.
really picked on SRS. So totally picked on the whole 11 is on
Hmm.
batting lineup is on potential. Okay,
Hmm.
Hmm.
except Mayank Agarwal, whole batting
Hmm.
lineup is on potential. So if you look at this team, okay, I was thinking of playing Green at the top, but then what happens is that you have to in every team you have to locate your best player, and the best player has to play the most balls. Best player is Surya Kumar Yadav, obviously. So if you
Hmm.
bat the Green at the top, then you can't have Surya at three. You have to have him at four. So I feel for this Green, honestly speaking, let me tell you, Green, okay, is a decent buy, but it is not something they really needed that much. I'll say the top six. Okay, they have got them as a very good future prospect. He's 23, 24 only.
Yeah.
But they
Sorry
had a
to
top.
interrupt, but
Yeah.
sorry, Ayush, sorry to interrupt, but I believe that he adds that balance to the team which was missing because of the hole which Hardik left.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So you
No, no,
have
I
to
agree,
consider
but
that as well.
I somehow thought that they would they would look at proper bat and maybe grooming Ramandeep for that. But okay, it's not a bad
See,
buy. So I feel
I,
green
I,
bats at number five. Green bats at five,
no, no,
and
no, no, not for me. I,
no,
I,
but
I
then
feel that,
where else will you bat him? Where else will you bat him?
see, another solution which I feel is possible is that if you don't want to play Sky at 4, then you can always go back to the original thing, the original plan which we were using before the mega auction. That was Kishan playing at four because he has
No,
done
no, that
well for
is
us at that
No,
spot
you
as
can't
well.
do that. You
that
actually you
is
can't
see
do that.
no, you can do that. It's an option, but see,
See,
That's an
you have
when
option.
you
I
you have to
personally,
no,
I
you,
don't
you
want to
have
look
to
at that option.
you
I
have to
don't
look
want
at
to look at that option. But
Ishan
yeah,
yeah.
performed well. Ishan performed well. Okay,
What I
no
mean to say
problem with
is,
that.
Ayush, see, when you have a player, when you already have a middle order that is blasting, you have Tilak Verma, you have
Yeah,
Surya Kumar Yadav, you
that is
already
what
have
I'm saying.
Christian Stubbs, you have Tim David.
No
So
stuff. You
let
won't get a chance.
going with the first option. Let's stick to them. See, changing now the order of the players actually makes the players unhappy with their choices that they go. You see,
Hmm.
Yeah,
Ishan Kishan
and
playing in
also
power as a
don't get yeah, exactly, and don't get carried away with Green because okay, Green opened
right,
for
Yes.
Australia, but that
right,
was the first time he opened in his career ever, club, school, mohalla cricket, any cricket.
Hmm.
So I think
Agreed.
Ishan Kishan and also
right.
Ishan Kishan did perform well in this thing our Dubai leg, but remember size of the ground except UAE, okay, everything that there was a bit of a help. The I think he
Hmm.
performed well in 2020 if I'm not wrong. He was very good in
yeah,
2020 the Dubai leg.
Right.
And if you remember those wickets, they were good batting wickets also. They were getting bad on the ball was coming onto the bat very well. And Ishan
Hmm.
has proven, and he's a very good stroke maker, okay, free flowing batsman he is. But it has been seen that he has a problem with strike rotation in the middle, and which he himself has said that I have a problem with taking singles. So
Hmm.
Green slots in slots in at this thing uh,
Yeah.
at 5. And also one more thing to note in this Mumbai team is that they
Yeah.
have showed a lot of faith in Kumar Karthikeya. They have
Right.
shown a lot because
True.
he and with this team, I feel he is playing all the 14 matches.
Yeah.
Okay,
Agreed.
if you look at the
Agreed.
team. Okay, because any
See, we
spinner
were
you see,
expecting players like the spinners like Adil Rashid or Adam Zampa to come in, but
Hmm.
it didn't happen. So
okay,
what we can
yeah,
yeah. So what we can conclude, we can take it out from that Kumar Kartike or Shawkin. Most probably Kumar
no,
Kartike.
I think see you have to have that balance. Okay,
Right,
if you look at the Mumbai team which has performed well in the past, you always had an
Yes.
attacking spinner and you always
right,
had a spinner who would restrict and put pressure like Kunal Pandya.
right,
So I
right,
feel
right.
somebody like a Shams Mulani, could
Hmm.
do that job, and especially if you have the impact player rule, and that is where I'm talking. You can maybe play a Ramandeep Singh, who's more of a batter till the number 7, and uh, then if the conditions are for pacers or anything, you keep on playing Ramandeep. If the ball is gripping, you bring in a Shams Mulani or a Ritik Shakin or whatever. So it is okay.
Hmm.
It is a team on potential. It has to prove itself. Uh,
But I think it
but
will take time. That's what I don't think next season would probably
but
be
one
there.
thing is there.
That's what.
One thing is there. They have an amazing pace battery. Okay,
Hmm.
Hmm.
amazing
The
pace
pace
battery.
attack
That
is good. I don't. I mean, the overseas pace
Jofra,
attack, the Four Jays. Yeah.
Bumrah,
See,
Jai Richardson,
right.
Cam
And also,
Green.
Mr. Ambani, actually, Akash Ambani has told that Jofra Archer is back in for the next year of the IPL, but as usual, injury. It's he has now
Hmm.
become an injury prone.
Yeah,
So
but
we
then
never
see
know.
again,
Injury is something that
you can't
happens
look
only
at
in a moment.
injury.
Or yeah,
You have to look at the best case scenario.
right,
And the
right,
best
right,
case
right,
scenario is that he will be there. So it is.
right.
I'll give it maybe a six
I
and a
think
half.
rotation will be very important. I think rotation of Jofra Archer will be very important because you cannot play Jofra Archer for all 14 games. Obviously, you'll
So
have to
you
give
have a
rest
good
for
back.
him.
You have a good
but
backup.
that is one of the
You have
reasons why we have picked so many fast bowling
Yeah, that's
overseas
what.
You have
fast bowlers.
Behrendorff
Yes,
also. You have Behrendorff
Randolph
also.
also.
We
Yes,
have
So
that's
got
what.
Jansen also. We have
Cam
got Jansen
Have
as
Cam
well.
Green,
Jansen as
Hmm.
well.
Cam
Yeah.
Green's bowling is a bit eerie. I mean, his line and length at time, but that is fine. You can work on him and all. Okay,
Yeah, but we don't need
Mumbai
him as
Indians
a
is
four-over
best.
bowler as well.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
need
I
you don't
see.
need to expect 4 overs from Cameron Green. At
Yeah,
least
Yeah,
two
Yeah,
we
overs
don't need
you
to
can't
from
expect.
is
expect
enough.
4 overs from your this
Cameron
stage.
Green
Okay, you
not gonna
can't.
bowl the whole 4 overs. That's for
even if
sure.
he
That's
gives
right.
us 2 overs, 2 good overs is
Yes,
more
I
than
agree.
Right.
Yeah,
I
and
agree.
he bowls a hard length. He bowls a hard length.
yeah.
He's a tall guy. He can get the ball to kick off a good length and
Right.
get the edge and all that. So yeah, I think it's a okay team, and for Bombay conditions, especially if I'm looking at it's decent. But
Hmm.
yeah, I think spin department.
See, I
I
agree
honestly
with you
speaking,
that
if
on
whatever said and
pitches,
done, people will take toll of the spin, the
yeah,
Hmm.
opposition.
I agree. Like on pitches like the spin friendly, the Chepauk and the Kotla, Mumbai will have a tough time on those pitches. But we if they use the impact player rule wisely, like just in case Mumbai is bowling first, they can do something. They can do is they can play Kartikeya along with a Piyush Chawla and use up Piyush Chawla's overs as quickly as possible and then get him off and get
Yeah,
someone like a
Piyush Shala or Mulani, whatever.
Mulan,
yeah,
yes.
whatever, like they can you if they use the rule wisely, they
Also,
it
Hmm.
can
yeah.
come up to their advantage.
Also,
Agree.
I think what also they have, I think also what they have in their ranks is that I feel they're also a bit confident about Tilak Verma and Tim David giving them a few overs, especially Tilak Verma.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I feel
yeah,
they would
Hmm.
have
sure,
beefed
for
up.
sure.
The spin a bit more. So they are
True.
also expecting a few from Tilak. So okay,
But for
it
me,
seems
the
to be a
the
bit
only
pieces to
problem
a
is
bit.
that they only bowl off spin.
Yeah, but
Both
I'm
of
saying
them
they're
bowl off
expecting a
spin.
few overs. I'm not see again. Their job is to take
Yeah,
wicket. Their job is not to take wickets. The job is to
yeah,
just you know like what you can do, just set a field on the leg side and just make them bowl on the legs and just keep up singles. So even if they go for 8 and over, both of them, they've done their job. you know
good enough.
so I feel they have that guarantee from them. Otherwise, yeah, if you look at the team, they also have, as mentioned, they have good backups with Janssen. I don't know about Raghav, all these
Brevis
multiple
might
orders.
be a backup also. Tristan Stubbs
Brevis,
is there.
but the thing is the what I'm like, not the team as a fan, I'm very sad that I won't be able to see much of Brevis with this team.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Honestly,
Agree.
true.
you cannot see much of Brevis with this team, or you
Hmm.
cannot see much of Stubbs also with this team.
Yeah.
Stubbs also
See, you
maybe you
can't.
can
You
see
only have four
because
overseas slot,
David,
and you will be filling the two
yeah,
for the
exactly,
bowlers. If you look at that,
exactly.
right?
And
Yes.
Tilak Verma,
Exactly.
and that is the thing I'm coming back to, that all of these guys are top five batters, or top five,
Hmm.
top six batters.
Mm-hmm.
And what you can do after a while, if no, you can maybe, if Tilak Verma doesn't perform, although they'll back, you can maybe drop Jai Richardson, get an Indian pacer, and drop Tilak and getting Davis. But the
Right.
thing is,
Hmm.
I honestly feel that is one bone of contention, and one thing I'm disappointed about is that I won't be able to see much of Davis this season, which
See,
I'm
The
I
actually
I
worry is
sure.
that
still
they don't.
I
Hmm.
don't know if it was true or it was a rumor, but I still feel that when MI had the option to trade Stubbs for a Karthik Tyagi, they should have done that
Yeah,
because
that
Stubbs
is why
is anyways not in
That
their
is,
plans.
yeah, that is why Cam Green surprised me, because I thought with Brevis and Stubbs they would not go for Cam Green. I thought that, but okay. Anyways, no, but Mohammad Arshad Khan also is somebody who they have shown faith in.
Another, see,
Um,
MI was actually their first choice was Sam Curran. They couldn't get him, and Sam
mm,
Curran would have fit that perfectly, that role, because we would have played him at seven. It wouldn't have
yeah,
affected our batting order,
Agree.
given
Agree.
quality bowling, and
Nihal,
team would have been
Nihal
sorted.
Vadera,
But
Kumar Kartikeya, Arjun can play in
just
that seven role. Arjun or Ramandeep.
yeah, I was just going to say I feel this season Arjun is going to get his debut,
Yeah.
at least in one of
I
the
agree.
matches.
I agree.
I
I think
think
he'll get a chance.
Ramandeep should start because he did well in the last couple of matches. Anyways, yeah,
You-
go to the next
See,
team.
just a
Let's
second,
move
just a
on
Yeah.
second.
from.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a second. Let me just
Yeah.
tell you my playing 11 because I'm
Okay.
confused for the number seven.
Okay. Sure.
For me, Rohit Sharma and Ishan Kishan will be opening. Green will be three, Sky four, Tilak Verma five, Tim David six. Now for seven, I have got two routes. Either I beef up my batting and believe that Green, Tilak Verma, Tim David, and Stubbs or whatever will give me 4 overs, which is unlikely scenario for me considering the kind of bowling Rohit prefers. I feel they can go for now for seven also there are two options. We can go the overseas route or the Indian route. Either you
Hmm.
go for Shokeen because he bats as well, so you can
Yeah.
play
Hmm.
Shokeen at seven, or
True.
you go
True.
for a Jansen because I believe that we have to understand that there is the South Africa League in Jan. So
Yeah.
and he is going to play in that in the 11 for sure. If he is
Hmm.
doing really well there, then there is a chance he just
Um,
starts for us in the IPL as well because he
I,
is a good quality all rounder. He does
but
hit some lusty
okay,
blows.
okay.
Hmm.
But
I
yeah,
agree
but
with you.
I feel for seven, Janssen won't be a good option because we talked about Shokeen, but I don't think you have an issue there because of the impact player. I feel the
See,
seven
what
is
I
the
have made, what I
the
have
impact
inculcated
player
from
which
all
you use.
my,
Okay, so
yeah.
if you talk beefing up your batting, so example we are batting first. Okay, then you play Ramandeep, and then in the second innings you bring in a Shams Mulani, or if you want to bring in a proper bowler, drop Ramandeep and bring in a proper bowler in the bowling innings. As I'm
Hmm.
saying, because of the impact player rule, you won't have much issue with that. If there was a normal thing going on, then there's things. But because of the impact player rule, it is not feasible to play Juan Janssen in that role. It is
Hmm.
better if you get a Ramandeep who will give you the bat and then you can maybe replace him or whatever in the later.
This you are saying if MI is batting first.
Sorry, yeah, and if
If
and okay, and if you're bowling, then also we can maybe base it on that. So yeah, I think
Let's
number
yeah,
let's
seven.
move on.
okay, I got your point. I got your point. If MI is bowling, then they can drop one of the
Yeah,
spinners and go
yeah,
batsman.
exactly.
Cool,
Yeah,
got it, got it.
number
Yeah,
seven.
so
Guys,
But
let's
again, impact rule will other
Guys,
factors
guys,
will
guys,
be
let's
there.
quickly wind up. We have taken already 10 to 15 minutes for Mumbai
yeah, yeah.
Indians, and
Let's
we have
let's
to give
let's
early
yeah,
move
start.
on
let's
to
go to the next
Punjab.
team.
Yeah, let's go to
Punjab
Punjab because
Kings.
I mean Sam Curran
And see,
was
what we will do now, we'll take the Pawan, please open the players that are bought today so that we can actually inculcate what the teams can go
yeah,
and
true,
we'll
true,
move
true. We
forward
got
everything.
Yes,
Sitanchu joining us. Yeah, yeah,
yes,
let's do
yes.
that because I think the full team.
Sitancho,
Yeah,
Punjab. Let's
let's go.
see.
Yeah, let's go to
Punjab.
Punjab because we
I
already know the team. We
feel
just yeah,
I feel Punjab decent buys, but again lower order hitting, lower order batting is a bit of a concern. Concern, matlab, they have Jitesh Sharma who's done well, but again not experienced guy. You'll have Shah Rukh Khan in that thing who has not performed
there is Jitesh
well.
Sharma, there is Shah Rukh Khan, there is
Yeah, their
well,
playing 11 looks like maybe Shikhar Dhawan to open with
and Bairstow.
Johnny Besto. Number
Number
three
three,
is
number three is the problem. That's the problem for PBKs. They
yeah,
haven't
number
I
sorted the
three.
number
Yeah,
three.
we
exactly,
had
exactly.
discussed that during the
Number
auction
That
as
is the
well.
issue that
See,
Punjab
We
needs.
the
already had
they
one of them, but yeah.
number three
what I
maybe
have a suggestion. I have a
yeah.
suggestion for number three. Either like I'd said this during the auction as well. Either you put up Curran ahead, play him at
Hmm.
three, or you could
True.
use someone as a Prabsimran who they have backed since the last 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah.
Punjab have been backing him since a long time, and he's
Hmm.
a good aggressive
So if
youngster.
you the
True.
problem is if you play Karan at three now your lower order gets very weak.
Yeah,
Low order gets
Exactly.
yeah.
weak.
That was
So you
exactly
have
my
to
point
you
previously as
back
well.
you back up Prab Simran, or what you can do is so who's at four? I think at four is Liam Livingston. No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
who's
Liam
at
but
Livingston is four.
yeah,
Liam Livingston is four. Then
four?
that
Jitesh Sharma. Then
Four,
actually
right?
because Livingston plays at
Or
four, it
maybe
allows you to play a youngster at three because you
I
already
was
have a
I was
Dhawan and a
thinking
Bairstow.
I was thinking whether we could get Raj Bawa, but you can get him. But I think the better combination is Prab Simran at three, Livingston
yeah,
at four. Then
and
you
five
have five
Jitesh
for
Jitesh
Shah Rukh
Sharma,
Khan
Shah
and
Rukh
Jitesh
Khan,
Sharma,
and
Five
and
six
our
and Sam.
Sam
Sam
Curran at
Curran,
seven. And then we
then
have the fifth
Rabada,
Rahul Chahar,
Rabada,
Rabada,
Arshdeep,
Ashik.
Rahul
and
Chahar,
Rahul
Arshdeep,
Jain,
and
Harpreet Brar also.
Brar.
yeah, Brar will be
Maybe
at
yeah.
eight, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Another
Yeah.
thing is, as you said, if they are seeing that, uh, I feel that they will start with Prab Simran, but if he isn't performing, they can bring in Bawa for Prab Simran because
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
that's
number three position, that youngster
Sitanshu,
will
what
have.
do you feel? What do you feel? Sitanshu, what do you feel?
Yeah, about
Yeah,
the number
I
three
mean,
position for PBKs. Yeah.
ideally they would have had Bhanuka Rajapaksha fit in there, but again with the four overseas slot, that's
Right.
the
Hmm.
issue they'll be facing because
That's the
Hmm.
thing.
Livingston is a sure shot. Sam Curran, if they have gone after and is in a good form, he's a sure shot. Rabada,
The opening,
obviously.
they don't have
Like,
an opening slot. That's the problem. PBKs don't have an Indian opener or a number three. That's the biggest issue they have right now.
The
I
Indian
mean,
opener.
we
What are
have
you
seen
saying? Dhawan?
CSK
Dhawan's
open
there.
with
Dhawan?
Curran as well.
Dhawan Pawan. What are you saying?
No, no. I
Indian.
mean, they don't have option. No, of I mean, Shikhar Dhawan is there, but for with Shikhar Dhawan, who's going
So
to open?
let's
I
say,
mean, you'll have to
There's
let's
sacrifice one
no
overseas player,
just
either
having another
Johnny Bairstow,
man.
Bhanukar Rajapaksa.
What
Obviously,
is
they
You
won't
you
drop
can't
Johnny
you
Bairstow.
can't
that
you
is so
can't
what?
just say Bairstow is a sacrifice. Bairstow is a
How can you say that
pretty
is
good
sacrifice?
player.
Come
Come
on,
on.
Pawan. What
yeah,
is
I
happening
mean,
with you?
in a
Just
condition
because they're
where
not playing
Bairstow is not
Bhatia,
available, in that
just
case, I
because they're not
think
playing Bhatia.
it will make space. Like Prabh Simran has opened the innings a lot of times for
I
Punjab earlier.
still feel that at the end of the auction, Punjab had a lot of money. The mistake they did was they should have brought back Mayank. They could have played him at
That's the
three
thing. That's
because
what I'm saying. They should have bought in another
yeah,
Indian opener or a number three, perhaps, and that could have sorted out things.
But it's
But they
fine,
didn't
yeah.
do that.
See, every team has loopholes, and I feel as a team, again, see, if you're all on potential, so let's see.
Sorry to
Jitesh did
interrupt.
well.
Rohit. Yeah, Rohit has said Livingston, Raza, Bairstow, Rabada probable four overseas in playing XI for PBKs. Do you agree with that? I
you
don't know if Sikandar Raza has a place for this team.
What did
I
you say?
think he
What did
just
you say?
missed out Curran.
Bro, when
you
you say Sam
legit
Curran,
think you are going to drop Curran. You're dropping Sam
How
you
are we
Curran.
going to
can't
drop
only
Sam
drop
Curran
Curran.
for Sikandar Raza?
Lovely, Rohit.
And being a PBKs fan also, you bought Sam
Rohit
Curran for
doing
18 crores and
doing
you're
also.
trying to drop Sam Curran.
See,
Yeah.
but
So
I
See,
have to
the only
appreciate
option
the
that you
fact.
see, the only option you see is Prabh Simran going for number three.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Because when you look at that, you only have Raj Baba replacing him. See, to be very
yeah.
precise, to be you, if you see at look at the top
Uh,
playing 11,
yeah. Yeah,
yes,
yes.
Pawan.
Unless you promote the players up and perhaps bring in Raj Bab at number five or six, that could be also another option. Maybe
but
Livingston
then
batting at
Pawan,
six.
then again, then your lower order becomes very weak. So
But
wasting
then
Yes,
you
all
still
your
very
have
weak.
Sam Curran,
See,
right? You
since you
still
have
have
the
Sam
option
Curran,
of
right?
Pawan, you can't only trust Sam Curran in the middle order to only fire out. Right? What
Hmm.
I mean to say is you need to have
Yeah.
2 to 3 player at the middle of the end of towards the end of the tail so that you can actually Sam Curran actually rely on others as well to have a combination of shots. But if you only tell Sam Curran to go fire out the innings, he won't be probably because he might be
Okay,
under pressure.
I have a quick question for all of you before we move to the next team. Do you
Hmm.
bat Jitesh Sharma ahead or Sam Curran ahead?
Jitesh
Hitesh
Sharma.
Sharma.
Jitesh Sharma.
Depending
Jitesh
upon the situation, depending upon the situation, if there
Yeah.
have been early wickets, then I will send in Sam Curran. If we have got a
Yeah.
good start, I will send in Jitesh Sharma to finish it off.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I also
And
agree
so,
with this,
so,
also to
especially in
maintain the
chase.
our
left
next
and right hand combination,
our
that
next
could be one aspect as
our
well.
next team.
Hmm.
Right.
Next team.
Where
Agree with
Sam
because
Curran is
Sam Curran
preferred
can
over
Moving
bat
on
as
to
a
the next
floater
team.
batsman also
Next
in
team. Yes, ये
chasers.
बातें कर ले. Next team.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go to the next team. Who do we go for? Let's go to CSK, right? Since
Right.
Sitanshu
Oh,
is
Let's go
there.
to
Sitanshu,
six.
do the honors. Sitanshu, do the honors.
Sitanshu, your thoughts
Wait.
on CSK this time? Ben Stokes coming in to CSK. Yes,
Ajinkya
perfect.
Rahane, the RPS, the trio of RPS is back in
RPS
the CSK.
trio. MS Dhoni, Ajinkya Rahane, and Ben Stokes. I was just watching a video also of them having an advertisement, all three of them together. And all three are back in CSK, Rahane and Stokes. Your thoughts, Sitanshu, first of all, with both of them combining with MS Dhoni once
I
again.
mean,
I mean, the RPS
Ben
trio.
Stokes. Ben Stokes was an impressive buy, obviously with the form and the kind of impact that he'll bring.
Hmm.
Irrespective of the form, even if he's just there in the playing 11, that kind of psychological pressure which brings onto the paper.
Hmm.
So that is the main thing with Ben Stokes at this moment.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Rahane, I mean, not commenting anything on the form or any kind of strike rate issues or anything, but at 50 lakhs was a steal. Like at the
Hmm.
base price itself was a steal for us. Although I say that we
Wait.
have a lot of opening options, but still.
But the problem is who's going to open for CSK along with Gaikwad? Because are you going to sacrifice a place for Conway because you have Jamieson, you have
Yeah,
Stokes now?
that is
Um,
a very important
that is
question.
the
And
issue
I
that
want to
CSK
ask
has.
Sitanshu first. Yeah, Sitanshu, I'll tell later. Sitanshu, what do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, so that's what like we had discussed during the auction as well. So by that time, like Jameson was not a factor at that point of time when I was there.
Mm.
So
Yes.
yeah, Stokes, Moeen Ali for sure will be the two overseas at least. Third one,
Dikshan, I
Conway,
can
and then the
be there.
fourth has to be a
I
The
think
fourth
Tikshana
one
will
will
be
be
there if,
the
when he comes back,
again,
because I
like
think
fourth
they'll
one
anyways
will
need
be a
spinner.
I would say Tikshana slash Jameson based on the conditions.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because apart from Tikshana,
Mhm.
you already have spinners in like regular spinner in
Jadeja
Jaddu,
and
and
Moeen
like
Ali.
you can have Moin Ali as well. And if
Yeah.
we remove Tikshana, we can get in Prashant Solanki, who performed pretty well last time.
Yeah.
But
Good
the
point.
way Tikshana
Yeah,
had performed for you guys, and considering
Yeah,
that he was the only wicket-taking spinner, because Dhoni had used Moeen Ali sparingly, and Jaddu is not the same bowler as he was previously. He has become more of a batting all-rounder now. So I believe that they will
so
have
but
to
that's
play
what I'm saying.
Tikshana.
So it is an interesting mix they have. Okay, so they, I feel the major problem they haven't addressed is death bowling. Death bowling is
uh,
again an issue they
yeah.
have. Okay, so you look
The
at this
biggest issue
lineup.
I see itself is that the lack of an Indian pace bowler to back up for someone like a Deepak Chahar.
So
See, you
even if you have one,
obviously don't know about
you
Deepak
have
Chahar as well.
if you look at the backups, you have a Simarjeet Singh, but again, Simarjeet Singh is a
Yeah.
power play bowler. So you have a backup. The problem is death bowling. Again, if you look at Deepak Chahar, okay, we know so
Another
even
problem.
Mukesh Chaudhary last year, if you remember again up at the front, very good, but then again lack. So I feel what they should do is that maybe, and I feel the best death bowler in their team is actually Pretorius.
Yeah,
The current Pretorius.
I was also
Okay,
going to ask this
so
question.
yeah, so I think what they can do is, so Rituraj opens. Okay, so if actually when Rituraj
Along with
opens, so I
Rahane.
would,
Rahane. I think
but the
Rahane.
problem is both of them get
No,
very
Okay,
you don't need to open
uh,
with Arane.
so maybe
You
what you
can
can
open.
do is, maybe what you
you
can
already
do
have
is,
Devon Conway and Rituraj Gaikwad to open.
अरे नहीं
No,
यार,
but
but
the
then you
problem
Go
is
for
need
the
that
overseas slot,
maybe
you
you
right?
need
can make
Pretorius,
Stokes
Bhai,
to
हाँ.
open in
सुन.
some innings. It depends.
Yeah,
Maybe in
I was
No, no,
phases
saying.
you can
Stokes.
make Stokes
I
to
won't make
open.
Stokes open. I won't make Stokes open. I'll tell you why. Okay, because for me, the most important batter in this team will be Stokes, and Stokes is not the Stokes of 2017-18. So Stokes' role will actually be to bat through the innings. Okay, and I can do this because that's a chip off. So I'll play Stokes at three, and every batsman rotates around him. You know, so you have a Moeen Ali at four, and then you have who is there at five. You have whatever Raidu maybe you have at
Hmm,
five, and
hmm,
then you have Jadeja, Dhoni, and all the rest coming up.
yeah.
The thing is with the opener slot, now you can play if you want to play Jameson on my team. If you want to play Pretorius, okay, what you can do is maybe, wait, who's at three? The problem is I can play Dubey, but there are too many left-handers happening. Too many left-handers who will crop up then. So maybe you can open with Rahane actually, or Sheikh Rashid. You can take a punt with one of these guys, because I feel that will give a better balance to the team if Pretorius comes in as a death bowler. Unless you back Deepak Chahar. Okay, that is a different thing. Dhoni has seen something in Mukesh Chaudhary or Deepak Chahar. It is not that they can't bowl
Also,
at the depth.
is there like
They're
a
very good.
clarity on the impact rule? I heard from someone that if you want to use an overseas player as an impact, you can have like three overseas in your playing 11, and then maybe you
Yeah.
can bring in your impact players as an
Yeah,
overseas.
again, impact also. Yeah, exactly. But that has to be seen. So if that is the case, then maybe you can start off with a extra, proper batsman, Indian batsman, because you have plenty, and then get in a Pretorius. But the problem is Pretorius is a good batsman also, so you don't want to miss out on that as well. So that is a tricky situation. That opening slot is a tricky scenario they have. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think every team has to first, and I think they'll figure it out eventually. CSK once that they
Uh,
can try
And
out
he's
Rahane
raising,
first, and
raising
then
brand. Yeah.
with
one
Rashid.
See,
suggestion,
when you have
just
at the
before we
moment of
go to.
playing,
Hmm. Just before we go to another team, I have a suggestion, because remembering that when Raidu came to CSK, he excelled as an opener. So
Yeah. I
why
also thought
can't they
exactly.
go? Why can't they do Ruturaj Raidu, then Stokes, Moeen Ali,
Hmm.
promote Dhoni? Dhoni should promote himself at five.
No,
They
that won't
can play.
happen.
That
He could, like this
That
season,
would
That is
happen.
the
he did
problem.
come up.
I
see,
also thought of
Dhoni
that.
might
I
aggravate
thought of
itself.
that. I thought of that, but the problem is you too many left-handers. That is the problem. You have one good off spinner.
That's why I'm bringing Dhoni up, na. That's why
No,
I'm
but
bringing
Dhoni,
Dhoni
that
up.
is the problem. Dhoni can't come up. He's not
Dhoni
in
can't
that
come.
form and that thing. That is the problem. That is when that is the
See,
problem.
that's
So
what I
I
mentioned
say
at the start of the discussion. Also, the thing is, we have a plenty of options for our opening slot,
Mm.
but the
Then
only
they will have
concern
to
is whether the management is willing to drop Conway out of the picture.
exactly
That's
that
the
is
because
thing.
how
see
exactly Mayank would have
to
fit in to the team so well.
get their death bowling on point, they need to drop Conway because they can't drop Stokes. They're not dropping Moeen Ali, and they
No,
will
but then
need a Pretorius.
I feel okay. You know what? I feel that if they bring Pretorius is a better option, but for the first couple of matches they will back the players. Okay, it is not that Deepak Chahar can't bowl at the death. He
Mm.
can,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
but
Stokes
yeah,
also then have to be backed a bit. Okay, so I feel the better combination is Pretorius, but with the current scenario, I feel they will start off with the safe 11 of having Thikshan and all these guys.
Mm.
Yeah, and yeah, I honestly feel Pretorius is a better bowler than Jameson in T20
Yeah.
also.
I think let's
So,
go to the next team, guys. Let's go to KKR, guys, because I think KKR
oh,
some interesting buys
best
over here.
option, best
I was
dream option,
for
with
me, KKR
dream
had a
Ricky
good
option,
option.
thoughts also here.
KKR had a good option.
They got
dream
Jagadish
option.
and Aurora at cheap prices. They got David Weiss. I think David Weiss is a very
You know,
interesting
give
and
me
good buy,
credit.
I would feel.
Uh,
And I think Ayush also
He's not a
predicted
bad
this.
buy, I think. I think he a
There is a
backup for
player
Mahindra
missing.
Russell.
There is a
Yeah.
player
yeah,
missing.
True.
There,
There's a
they
backup.
also bought Shakib. They also bought
Hmm.
Shakib
Shakib at the
also.
end.
Yeah,
Yes,
if you
Shakib at the end has
see,
got updated.
KKR is a perfect example of addressing your problems. What was the problem they had last year? Was that keeper? Okay,
Yeah,
they had
Yeah.
to go back to Sheldon Jackson. Okay, to keep wickets. Now what they have done with this team, or for Sam Billings. Okay, now what they've
Mm.
done this team is they've opened up. They've given them so much of freedom. Okay, if you look at it, because of Ronaldo Gurbaz, okay, and who's this guy Jagdishan. Okay, because
Jagadish,
of
yeah.
having both
Yeah.
of them in the top of the order, what they can do is so they can maybe play if they want to play two pacers overseas, they can do that. If they want to bring a spinner up at the top with Shakib, they can do that. And also they have a like for like replacement for Gurbaz in Liton Das. So they have a
Mm.
like for like and best with that one good Indian wicket keeper, they have had so many options. So
Mm.
that is the thing, and also
Hmm.
impact player can use for them also. I feel two players who will be involved and who will be involved in like interchanging will be either Varun Chakravarti, okay,
Mm.
or this thing or Venki Iyer. So if you go on a maybe if you're batting second, then you sub a Varun, okay, or whatever. And then with Venki Iyer, because I'm looking at who can be subbed if you're bowling second.
but
Okay,
the
Okay.
question is, who will you
Ayush,
get in?
a quick
Will you
question
get
to
in
you.
I
Mandeep
first of
Singh?
all,
How do you see Vaibhav Arora emerging in the KKR camp?
Brilliant. I honestly feel, and I'll tell you what will happen. Umesh Yadav will get smacked for the first 2 3 games, and Weber will come in.
Right.
I can bet on that. It will happen.
Right.
He's a very good bowler. I mean, from what I've seen last year, up at the top. Okay, brilliant buys actually, na. And also
Mhm.
because of Jason, what you can do is you can have a scenario where you open Jagdishan and Venki. Okay,
Okay.
And
or
you can play
okay,
both
yeah,
Saudi and Ferguson.
you can either play both Saudi and Bolt, or what you can do is you can have Ayer, Rana with Vijay Russell. This can be your this thing with Shardul at 7. So you can have a lot of options with this team.
But you shouldn't drop Rinku. Rinku performed really well for
Now, see,
these guys
if,
last
if,
year.
yeah,
if,
I
if
agree.
and
Rinku,
when, if
Rinku
and when you
Okay.
want to.
Who might be your priority wicket keeper if you look at so?
Gurbaz. Starting off is
Gurbaz.
Gurbaz. Start of
For
start
me,
with
it should
Gurbaz.
be Jagadisan. It should be Jagadisan because it will give them
No,
bowling clarity.
See,
Man,
the
you can
main thing
play.
Mm.
that you
A,
can see is
you do have
if you
you
go
do
for
have
another overseas player, you can have Jagdishan keeping, or when you look at Gurbaz,
Yeah.
you can have
I,
another Indian player
I
who
will
can
start
actually
I will
replace.
start with Gurbaz because I feel you do have Umesh Yadav, okay, who is not that
So
Right.
why
bad.
your
Okay,
four overseas?
it is and see
Right.
Loki starts for me, and it is not that if you compare Saudi and Umesh in T20s,
Mhm.
difference is not a lot in
Okay.
T20s.
Come
I'm saying
on.
Okay. Quick
Have you
he
top
seen
is
this
11
World
playing
Cup?
11. Ayush,
with IPL.
quick playing 11.
11 Gurbaz
Yeah.
with Venki Iyer, Shreyash Iyer, Nitish Rana, Rinku Singh, Andre Russell, Shardul Thakur, Narayan, Umesh Yadav, Loki Ferguson, Varun Chakravarti. And have I missed anybody?
Okay.
Great.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I don't
Any
think so.
changes?
Richie, could it be off overseas also for KKR?
Narayan,
Hello.
Russell, Gurbaz, Loki.
Yeah, I think also Narayan, Russell, um, Saudi. I don't know Saudi and Ferguson. That's the thing. This is the tough thing. I would prefer Saudi over Ferguson for me
Okay.
because Ferguson
You
at
can
this
have
age,
both. You can have both.
that's a you can have both also Ferguson and Saudi. That's what if you can sacrifice. I mean, if you can, because I think Narayan and Russell for sure is a starter. So it's going to depend on
Then you won't be
Gurbas.
able
I
to play Gurbaz as a wicketkeeper, right? If you look at, if you see, take
That's
Tim
the thing.
Saudi and Lockie Ferguson together, and
But I
you
don't
are
think
also
they'll drop Narayan or Russell. That's the thing. I don't think
yeah,
they'll drop
that's
either of
what I
them.
know.
So
So
they are
Narayan
You
and
are
Russell
only
are a
left with
starter,
two
and I think even
overseas slots,
Ferguson
right?
too, if he's available.
Then you are
Like
only
and then
left
if
with
he's
two
Gurbaz
not
overseas.
probably.
injured or anything, then Ferguson is also a
Mhm.
starter.
Hmm.
Right.
Ferguson is
But I
definitely a
think
starter.
as Fazal said also, I think they might opt for Jagdishan as a wicket keeper. I just feel like they could make that sacrifice and then
I think
probably
Gurbaz. I think Gurbaz, yeah, he's a more dynamic player. He's
See
played
what
so
you
many.
see today. I mean today, yesterday, in the Lanka Premier League as well. So he has been performing.
mm,
I think today,
yeah,
right?
he has
And
the
remember,
capability.
and
Yeah,
remember, KKR has, in a way, five pace bowling options: Venki
Hmm.
Iyer, Russell, Shardul Thakur, Umesh, and whatever the overseas pacer is. Okay.
Hmm.
So also remember
mm,
that you have five options. So it is not that you have to play it. So it's, yeah, I mean, it's a very, very well balanced team. Spinning department, Varun's form is important. Varun Chakravarti's
the
form is
question
very.
mark. But I think you guys bought this Suraj Sharma, right? And I think KKR was very happy after buying him. I don't know much
Hmm.
about him, but he's a spinner that I think they know about this guy in the scout. So hopefully he gets some games because I think with what I saw in the auctions also with Venki Mysore also they
Is it
were very
just
happy that they bought him. So
is it just
I don't.
surprising for me that Varun Chakravarti is marked as an all-rounder?
Never know, might be up to something.
That is the thing. Yeah. Let's go to the next team, guys. All right, let's go with SRH because
Like Sunil Narayan is
SRH
marked as
has.
a pure bowler and Varun Chakravarti is marked as an all-rounder. Nice.
Hmm, that's what.
Now the first question
Coming
that
to
arises when you
SRH,
look at SRH is who might captain SRH.
Mayank
Since
SRH.
Agarwal.
you already know, yeah.
Makram.
For me, it's
Because
Aiden Markram. I think
there
it's
were
Aiden
Mayank
Markram
Makram.
for me.
Agarwal, yaar, Mayank Agarwal.
Mayank
No, no,
Agarwal
I
for
don't.
sure.
I think Mayank Agrawal should focus on his batting because after what happened last season and what how we
I mean,
captained
that was
PBK,
Punjab, bro. In Punjab, when
Punjab in
Dhoni,
SRH. So, but bro, both of them are
Punjab,
like
Pun-
both are on the
Punjab,
similar path.
Punjab will make MS Dhoni into Pawan Henry. That is their management.
See,
Okay.
definitely until and unless it's a proven international captain, I feel an Indian captain would be the best choice
Yes,
for any IPL
yes,
team.
absolutely, absolutely. And
But
also,
still, they would go for Bhuvi rather than going for Mayank,
yeah.
is what I
What I
feel.
was
Because
Maybe,
thinking as
Mayank
well.
maybe.
himself,
Yeah,
Bhuvi,
Bhu is a good
see
Mayank,
the
option.
issue with Bhuvi again will
Mayank
be his
himself
injury
felt the
proneness.
pressure.
yeah, injury prone,
Yes.
and also injury
Bhuvi
prone.
के
Yeah,
साथ again the issue will come about his injuries. That's it. That's the
Huh.
only main concern.
That's the
Mayank just
point.
brings the pressure,
His
and I
fitness
don't
will be
know
the main
after what
issue.
happened with PBK's last
No,
season, he didn't
the
perform
Arey,
well
thing
because
yeah,
is, Mayank himself admitted that the pressure gets to him, so it's better that
no,
he
I
plays as
mean,
a batsman.
I
yes,
feel
I agree with
Mayank
that.
is a good choice. I feel PBK's was just the just big PBK's. The management is just like that. Although SRS isn't that better, but I feel Mayank will
But
be the
even
right choice.
SRH had many issues, with before captains also,
Batting
with
also.
the overseas.
But yeah, I mean, Mayank is a good decent captain. He'll be a better choice.
The
He's around.
only reason I was listing Markram was the fact that he's the captain for the South African franchises as well.
But that is South Africa. Na, if you see this Indian domestic
That's like
talent,
again the same thing as the thing, right? Like South African
yeah,
League, mein, it's a
exactly,
South African
exactly,
captain.
exactly.
I
And
mean,
also, I'm a
look
bit
at it at
against.
that perspective.
I'm a bit, yeah, I'm a bit against an overseas captain. Although Markram is sure shot in the team, but I don't know. I just feel Mank is a better option. But yeah, what do you think is the playing 11 for Hyderabad?
Let's
Hmm.
just see the first, like the overseas, four overseas who you will play in that.
All
I think
overseas.
for
Okay.
sure
Markram,
Brooks and Markram
Brooks.
Brooks, Adil Rashid, and I think either Klaasen or Phillips. But I would prefer Glenn Phillips over Henrik Klaasen because of how
Would
he's been
you?
performing in the.
So you're not going to take
Uh,
any of like either Fazalak Faruqi or Marco Jansen? None of them.
no, no. I think we can trust on the Indian seam paces because they have Umran Malik, Natarajan, they have Bhuvi.
Movie.
I feel the Indian paces to be back. I
Who are
think the problem with this.
who are sorry, yeah, say.
Yeah. Yes, Ayush. Yeah, yeah. You can continue. Yeah.
So who are the Indian spinners
Hmm.
Sundar,
except
Sundar is
Sundar?
there.
Mayank
Mayank
Markande.
Markande is there.
Yeah.
You have
I
Abdul
think
If you
Samad
have
who
an
can
Manveer
bowl.
injury,
Singh is a spinner, right?
if you
I'm
have
not
an
sure.
injury
Akil
issue,
Hussain is
if
there.
you have an injury issue with Natarajan or some guy, then you can bring in Jansen and Markande and all this. So yeah, pretty
Yeah.
decent.
Yeah, that's true.
I
If
mean,
with this
SRH has a
I
pretty
think
good
that's gonna happen.
Indian
That's
pace
gonna
attack
happen.
for that matter.
that's what I'm thinking. They have a very
They've
good
always had
Indian.
that. They've always had a very good.
Like they have a Karthik Tyagi as well in there.
They have
Hmm.
four good paces there, so I don't think they need to depend on the overseas paces. In case if something happens to a player, then they can bring in a Marco Jansen or even Faruqi,
Fair enough,
perhaps.
Faruqi.
Falak says I
Yeah,
feel one
honestly
of the Indian
speaking,
paces will remain
those are
injured.
those, those are really two good players on the bench, huh? Faruqi and Jansen.
See,
That's what
what
I
I
was
have
questioning. Like,
seen, right? What I have seen in the past, the matches, just Sunrisers Hyderabad's one of the Indian bowlers is injured. Whether
Yeah,
you talk
then
about
then
Natarajan, you
then
talk
you
about,
get in Jansen. I'll feel.
yeah.
I mean,
So
but
you
still they
have
have
to
a lot
be.
of Indian bowlers.
They still
That's the
have the
thing. They
lot of
still
Indian
can go
bowlers.
with Karthik Tyagi
Wait,
or
what
someone.
will
Yeah.
what will be their okay, no, what is their 11 like? Okay, so you know till five, so it is done.
Hmm.
Or five is done.
So
Six
their
is
openers are Abhishek Sharma and
Mayank
like
Agrawal.
Mayank Agarwal.
hmm.
Yeah.
Three
Number
is
three,
One
Tripathi.
down, one down Tripathi for sure.
Hmm.
Tripathi. Four is
Two
Markram.
down, let's say a Markram.
Five will be Harry Brooks. I think might be playing
Number five will
because
Six
of
be
the
will be the
amount that
keeper.
he's bought. Harry Brooks has to play with the amount that he's been bought.
Six, six will be
Yeah,
the
five Harry
keeper, one
Brooks,
of Phillips or Klassen.
Phillips or Klaasen.
I
That's what I
think
would feel. Six
Phillips.
also.
I think they will go with Phillips, I guess.
the seven
Yeah.
is Sundar, and
Probably.
then you have all the bowlers in
Sundar.
seven.
Eight
Seven
is
will be Sundar.
And
Okay.
then all the pacers.
all the
Again,
paces.
see,
Umran,
as I was
Bhuvi,
saying, this is
Umran,
a team. This
Natarajan.
is
But
a
then does
team.
Adil Rashid fit in there then after seven?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
then
yeah.
they will maybe play Jansen at 8 to lengthen their
Hmm.
batting as well, and then
No,
9, 10,
I was saying
11 they can look
if one
accordingly.
of the Indian pacers are unfit, then maybe we can play Jansen because Karthik Tyagi is not of that quality. Or if they're not performing well, then you can change. But I will start. But
How
what
do
I'm
you guys
saying,
see
if you
Mayank Dagger to be performing well? So
if you look
they
at
have, I think, what Mayank Dagger around 2 crores award, and
Yeah, Mayank Dagar.
if you
Yeah.
look at
See,
their
another
batting,
player we
although
are
this
not considering is Abdul Samad, who has been
hmm,
retained.
yeah, but
So
not fitting in at all, not
he's
fitting in
not been
at
able
all.
to fit. Yeah,
no, but the
Yeah,
but the
he's not.
thing is, just because Abdul Samad wanted to get released, he told SRS that if you're not going to play me, it's not worth it. But for some reason, at the end, because many people were
That
demanding
was
him for the trade.
that is irrespective. But in this team, I feel that one more thing is that if you, as I was saying, if you look at the batting lineup, it except Mayank Agarwal, it is a batting just based on potential without any prior IPL, performance. So that will be interesting to look at, and because at
Tripathi,
times experience is
I,
also
I
matters.
wouldn't call Tripathi a potential anymore.
The Tripathi is there also, but like their middle order, especially Harry Brook
Yeah,
and all these guys. So yeah, it'll be
true.
interesting on Phillips and Abhishek
Interesting to
Sharma
see what happens. Yeah. Let's
And
go to the next team, guys. Let's discuss about Gujarat Titans actually, because they also
I
have
think
got some.
Gujarat just sorted out whatever the issue they had, like whatever the little issues they had in the
Right.
previous
Yes, I
edition.
agree.
Yes.
no, but I
But
feel,
and now
one
it
thing,
but I
became a
still
big issue.
feel, no, but I
one
still feel
feel,
they could have gone
yeah.
for an explosive person in the top three, which they
Uh,
haven't sorted out.
See, one, I said the same exact thing
Yeah,
during our stream.
yeah,
Hmm.
I feel that they could have, because okay, they have, and it also depends. And if you look at it in a way, you have a Kane Williams, okay, but again, the problem is if you play him, then you have Hardik Pandya at four, who also likes to play a similar role these days. Okay, if Kane Williams plays, then Hardik Pandya has to be the destructor, which he was
Maybe they
during
can
his
bring
one.
in
We
a KS
also have
Bharat.
Rahul
They
Tewatia
can
as
bring in
well.
a
I
KS
mean,
Bharat
if
in.
we,
But
I mean, the entire season that we saw
Tewatia
last
will be
time,
the
the
one
entire
used.
season that
I
we saw
feel
last time,
Tewatia and Jayant Yadav will be used as impact
Hmm.
interchangeably.
Yes,
You know,
I see that
the,
as well.
the
but
the entire season that we saw last time, it was heavily dependent on the finishing for Gujarat
yeah,
Hmm.
Right.
Titans.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
You
So
right.
see,
if they
you see
would
how
have got,
David Miller emerged from Gujarat Titans. Then you see how Rahul
So, so,
Tewatia continued his forms, right?
so basically,
So you
this time
yeah,
they
always
just
have a
strengthened
middle
their
order.
top order. They have just
Williamson,
strengthened the stability at the top. That's it, and that's what was
Right.
if they
needed.
have no, but I feel instead of Williamson, if they would have gone for Russo, you know, or if they would have
But
gone
Rosu
even for
won't work in those pitches, I think, in Ahmedabad, especially with the pitch conditions
no,
and
yeah,
the.
Ahmedabad, do you think they'll make those pitches?
Are you
Ahmedabad is
sure?
enough.
Legit saying the same things I was saying during the auction in the
Great,
show.
great minds, man, great
I think
minds.
you
So I'm
both
saying,
were there during the auction, right?
no, but
That's
honestly,
what
I'm just
we were
saying,
on ball behalf
I
in the
know what you
auctions.
said,
That's what.
but maybe Russo, but then let's see.
But can't
Uh,
they utilize KS Bharat? That's the same mistake that DC did by not making KS Bharat
I
bat at
just have
three.
one question. I just have one question. Do
Yeah,
you see a chance? Is there a chance of Abhinav Manohar getting promoted? Because they need the
I don't,
explosiveness at the top.
I
I
mean, I
don't
don't
think.
see him making the playing 11 at that for that matter.
First of all, yeah.
No. He wouldn't make it if he's playing behind. I'm just thinking if he can get a spot in the top three because they don't have that
Hmm.
explosiveness in the top three.
Then they can go for Sai Sudarshan, no? That's the other option they have. But then
but
he
Sai
also didn't
Sudarshan,
perform.
is he an explosive? I don't know, might be.
Not sure.
But
Not really an explosive. That's what I'm saying. Like the thing is, Gujarat has such a power packed middle and lower middle order that they just need some stability at the beginning is what they're looking for. Like
nobody
with
also
Gill
see
and
that. See, that
You can
is
have
we have seen
Shikhar
Saha
Dhawan,
provide
see,
a
Shikhar
pretty
see,
Bharat,
good
and
start.
Shikhar will
but that is fine. But if you look at the previous season, honestly speaking, the previous season was miraculous.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
you had the
You
wins.
can't
So I
you
think, yeah,
you
you
can't
cannot praise
expect
the wins you
Hardik and
had.
Miller to give that season this
Yes,
time as well.
if you see the wins they had, it was miraculous. I
Very
mean,
lucky.
all
Like,
the
so
Odin
that's
Smith.
what I'm saying, right? Like, see,
See,
your
I'm saying
number
that is the
one, two, three.
reason you cannot always bank on the middle order explosiveness. Okay, you have to have
Tiwari won
somebody.
them 3 games.
Yeah, you have to have somebody up at the top as well who can take it on. So I somehow
See,
feel that
the thing with
See,
Kane
with
Williamson
KS
is
Bharat coming in
he'll
this time,
anchor the
I
entire
look at
innings.
the top order to be more comfortable. With KS Bharat coming in, we have already seen how KS Bharat has been,
why don't you back Matthew Wade instead of Williamson? Why not? I mean,
Hmm.
you can have a left
But
right
then Wade
also.
will have to open. Do you think Wade can bat at number three? Perhaps. I
Why
mean,
not?
he can.
So
I mean,
if you
that's where
have
he's bad.
But
if
Ayush,
you
you
have
also have to consider that Wade does not have a good record in India, and last season also he did not perform
True.
yeah,
up to
that's what
Agree.
I'm saying.
expectation.
That's what I'm saying. You back him. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You back him. Otherwise, you play him. You back him and see because you open with Shuman and Vidman Zaha, who I think he's done fairly well. Okay, in
Hmm.
the
I don't think
power
so.
play,
That's
We
what
would
I'm
want to
trying to
change
say,
the
right?
opening.
Like the thing is, with Williamson, you're getting that kind of stability who can anchor the innings.
Agree.
And apart
That's
from
what.
him, it's not that you're relying only on a Miller or only on a Pandya. You have Miller, you
Hmm.
have Pandya, you have like you have batting all the way down till like Tewatia or Rashid coming in at like number seven,
Hmm.
Mhm.
True. True.
and
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 what
now
about
they
the
have
but
bowling
extended
attack?
even Oden Smith.
but I
So
honestly
like
feel this anchoring. I honestly feel that hope I'm wrong, but I honestly feel Williamson has lost that mojo of acceleration in T20s. you know. And let's see. I'll play Wade.
I
And by
differ
the
on
way,
that.
what is
I
the
I don't.
just
bowling?
feel that when there is an important match, that is the only time when Williamson plays how we want to see him play.
But this time also he did not, nah. Against Pakistan, he
No,
faulted.
no,
But yeah, he has done it
that
before a lot of
but
times.
before that, the match before that, and
But what,
even in the series, the tri
but
series, in the finals,
yeah, yeah.
the way he played, it was really a
So
treat
what
to
does their
watch.
bowling look like? What does their bowling look like?
I think Shami
Rashid,
and
Bowling is
Mavi
the
are a
same.
starter. I think.
no, Mavi won't start. Nah.
No, no, no,
It'll
no,
be,
no.
it'll be
It will be
Shami.
one of Mavi or Dayal. There will be a Shami. There will be one of Little or Alzari. There is
Hmm.
Rashid Khan. And then you
Yeah.
can look at
If
Sai
you have
Kishore
a
and
I think
if you
Sai
have an
Kishore should
impact
play
if you
because
have an impact player, then maybe you can sub off Tewatia for a proper spinner. You know.
no.
you
Why
can
would
play
they need
Sai
another
Kishore
spinner? They already
as
have
well as
Sai Kishore
But
Tewatia.
and Rashid Khan.
Yeah,
they have one spinner now.
No,
Anyways,
they
they
have
have
Sai Kishore can
two.
play. Sai Kishore
Rashid
and
Khan and
Rashid
bro,
Sai
Khan can
you
play.
can't.
Kishore.
Bro, you can't play Sai Kishore and Mavi together and Tewatia also.
अरे तो I am
Tebati is not going to bowl.
what are you
Tebati is
saying?
not going to bowl. He's going to
As
play
Tewati
as
is
I'm
a
playing
second
as
saying,
the
all-rounder.
so
pure number six.
as an impact player, you can sub off Tewatia at times and bring in a Sai Kishore and you have two spinners or
See,
Jayant
see, see,
Yadav.
see, see. The thing is, if you are playing a Sai Sudarshan at three, you can substitute him off. If you're if you are playing someone else,
Yeah,
because you are
whoever.
going to have that one
Yeah,
player to
yeah,
sub off.
whoever. You bring in a spinner, I'm saying. You bring in a spinner
But
more.
why you already have a Sai Kishore, you have a Rashid,
No, but
Rashid
and
Khan.
you
I
have
think
an
but
they
option
you
need
of
to.
can't.
They
Tewatia
don't need a third
as
No,
a
spinner.
third
no.
spinner.
How can you play Sai Kishore, Tewatia, and Mavi?
I'm not playing Mavi. I'm not playing Mavi.
Then that is different. Then yeah,
Yeah,
that is
See,
different.
true.
I am saying is the from 7 to 11, you will have a Rashid Khan, you will have a Sai Kishore, you will have one of the Yash Dayal or Shivam Mavi, one of the two. Then you will have a
Hmm.
Mohammad Shami, and you will have one of Alzari Joseph and Joshua
No,
Little.
no, no, no. अरे 12 देख 7 पे कौन आया? राशिद.
Most probably
Rashid,
Arzali
No,
Joseph.
no, wait.
Rashid आया
Seven,
साथ पे.
seven, seven. You have Tewatia. 8 you have
Rashid,
Rashid Khan.
Rashid.
7 is
7 is
Rashid Khan.
Rashid. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
7,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree.
7
I
is
agree with that.
7 is Rashid Khan.
yeah.
Okay, 7 is Rashid Khan. No, wait, 2, 5, 6, हाँ 7 Rashid Khan. 8 पे you have. चलो, I'm not saying
Sai
batting
Kishore.
order wise. I'm not saying
Hmm.
batting order wise. और Sai
हाँ साई
Kishore.
किशोर गिन ले हाँ.
Sai Kishore, ठीक है.
Hmm.
8 पे,
Hmm.
9 पे Shami.
They
Hmm.
can play Yash Dayal. Yash Dayal did well
9
last
पे
season.
Shami.
रुक जा पवन वेट पवन जस्ट वेट.
10 पे
हाँ.
this क्या बोलते हैं अपना ओवरसीज पेसर
अ,
whoever.
हाँ वही लिटिल और अल्जारी में से एक.
और अपने मावी. तो हो
Hmm.
सकता है.
I think Alzari will start. Hmm. With how he's been bowling.
I
और
think Josh Little, don't you think?
see I feel that Ashish Nehra likes him very much. So it there is
Yeah.
an chance that he starts and he could do good. He could.
Hmm. All right.
But
All right, guys.
मतलब to some you got what I was trying to say. 11 पे you will play one of Yash Dayal or Shivam Avi. So your bowling is sorted, your batting is sorted. It's good, and you have got your 4 overseas picks as well.
And yeah, and death bowling, because of death bowling, I will play Joshua a little more. Because Shami and Joseph both are a bit eerie in the thing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's go to the next team, guys, because we're
Yes.
wasting time.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Madhur wants to talk about DC, so let's go and talk about DC. But I think DC all they've taken backup players. I feel in this auction, I don't think they had much work to be done in this
I
auction. But
So I
still
think Mukesh
I
Kumar will start. I feel.
Mukesh Kumar, yeah,
I
is I think could be the only start I feel from this auction that they've taken. The others are all just
I
backups. I would
still
feel.
don't understand that the two things I'm not understanding. One
Yeah,
thing, the statement Rishabh Pant gave that he wants to open for India in international
Let,
cricket,
let,
international T20s. Now,
that won't happen.
all
I don't. That will
let,
definitely not
let,
all
happen.
let, let Madhur speak on this. Madhur, what do you think?
Madhur, what do you think? Let's have Madhur
Yeah,
speak.
Rishabh will open, man.
He's not going to open. It's obviously Warner and Shaw who's going to open for DC. That is
Yeah.
What
and
do
that I
you
I
feel.
think,
got
Madhur?
that. My
Madhur, I
question
hear
is
you. I hear
the
Madhur.
amount.
Yeah.
Hello.
Continue. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, go
my
Yeah.
ahead.
question is the players they have picked: Riley Russo, they have a Rishabh Pant, they have a Prithvi Shaw, David Warner, Mitchell Marsh, they have a
Hmm.
Sarfaraz Khan, they have a Yash Dul.
Hmm.
I've already counted
Lot of
seven
top
players. They have a
order batsmen.
Manish
That's why
Pandey, they have a
that's the
Manish
problem.
Pandey.
I
The
agree.
eight players. There are eight players for the top three spots.
That's the
I
biggest
don't
thing.
get
That's why
how
I
they are
feel
going
why they
to.
didn't go for overseas finisher. They didn't go for a finisher, either an Indian finisher or
Exactly,
a
exactly.
overseas
Finisher is
finisher.
still only Powell.
That is the problem. That's why I was also doubting about
I
DC.
thought
Why they didn't
Sanaka
go
they
for
will
that?
go for. I thought Visa they will go for, you know. But then I
They
think
could
they
have,
might have to play Manish Pandey at 5-6 if that is the thing.
but then
The
he's going to play.
Oh,
His strike rate is a big
oh.
concern. That's my issue with the
no, but
Manish
yeah,
Pandey. If he's
I'm
playing, he
not
should
saying
play at
you have
three.
to. You have
See,
to.
I
I
You
think
believe
Safras can play at five.
no,
I
they
think
don't have
Safras
to. They
Khan is
don't
a good
have
option.
to. They have got a really good lineup. If I'm assuming that this guy is not playing, um,
Do you think Aman Khan will get a chance and perhaps
yeah,
replace
yeah. I
Shardul?
was going to
That's the
say
thing.
that. I was going to say that. No, no, not Shardul. Shardul will play. Aman Khan
No,
can also
Shardul's
play
not there. No,
along with
Shardul's
Shardul.
KK. I mean, Aman Khan is replacing Shardul. No, so I mean, we don't know much about Aman Khan. This is the thing. I mean, for
See,
KKR,
But
Aman,
no,
where
they
I,
didn't
I,
where
I- I've watched
where he will
get that.
play?
Mumbai's
Where he will
domestic
play?
number
He'll play at
Main
number
six,
thing is
seven.
where
Aman
he will
Khan.
play.
6'6".
607, 607. Aman Khan. I
see
think he can bat.
their lower
Not
order
possible,
lineup.
man. 6 or 7.
Why? Six?
Why?
Why is six not possible? You are playing Lalit Yadav at six. Why not play Aman Khan at six?
Yeah, that's what. I mean, Aman Khan. I have not
Now,
seen
I
much
think
of
comparing to
Lalit,
him.
Aman Khan and Lalit Yadav, I think Lalit Yadav is good. Comparing to Aman Khan.
Uh, See,
I think Lalit
you
Yadav
have already
also.
tested Lalit Yadav for the last three seasons, and Aman
Yeah.
Khan has got a
Agreed.
really good potential. I've seen his matches in the domestic games
Hmm.
for Mumbai.
Agreed.
He bowls nicely. He's a good batsman, good fielder. He has a
Yep.
lot of potential.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen him met. Yeah, his stat source is good. So I think we should
But
back.
still,
If
lower
we,
order is a bit of a concern.
See,
Whatever you said at that,
they what
they're
I
going
am seeing, if Marsh is fit, they will have an opening of Warner and Shaw. Marsh at
and
three,
Marsh is coming
Pant
three.
at four, Powell
I
at
think
five,
Safras, Powell
Aman
at
at
five. Yeah.
six, and
Hmm.
Akshar at seven, and then आगे का whatever. But if
8 पे तो फिर
Marsh is
कुलदीप ही होगा ना, 8 या 9 पे.
हाँ मतलब वही
Yes,
कुलदीप हो
that
गया
is the
नौकिया हो
bowling is
हाँ,
गया
sorted. No, bowling is
खलील हो
sorted.
गया
No,
वही जो वो तो जो
this
bowling का
number
sorted है.
six and number seven is the problem.
My
I
my
feel that.
point is if Marsh is injured, I feel that if Marsh is injured, then DC it will be a boon for DC in a way, both in the bowling and the batting, because they can play Sarfaraz at three, who is
no,
recently
then you
been
play
in really good
Russo.
form.
Play Russo.
They'll play Rosu, I think, ahead of
Yeah.
Marsh. In case that happens, then they'll play Rosu. That's what.
They can play Rosso as
I
well,
think Safras can
but
play at five. But don't you think,
but
Sitanshu, don't
that
you think
loses their
Safras
balance.
Khan can get at five, perhaps, in the
No,
middle
the
Sudhanshu, what
order?
do you
point is
think
if
about this?
the point
Yeah,
is
after
if you are playing a six of Warner, Shaw, Russo, Pant, Powell, and Sarfaraz, then you don't have any bowling option in your top six.
But anyways,
hmm.
Mark doesn't bowl, yeah. Anyways, Mark doesn't bowl.
Guys,
But
Marsh.
what
I
if
had
any opener
But
get
ask,
injured and we have to change the opener?
What do you
We
think
don't
about
have
this?
any opener.
Russo can open for you
Will
guys.
Salt you
Russo
have?
can
Russo can open.
Russo
Only Russo,
Safras Khan
na.
can open. Safras Khan can open. He also is open for.
Okay, wait.
I mean,
Sudhanshu, what do you think of the team, DC?
and if you want at number three, you have a
No,
Manish Pandey as well.
Sudhanshu.
You can open with
Sudhanshu,
hmm,
Manish Pandey as well. You can give him the
Sudhanshu,
freedom.
Sudhanshu, what do you
yeah.
think?
Yeah, I
You don't have a problem
Yeah,
with the
now
openers.
bowling है,
For
ऐसे
Indian,
बोलना
you
I
है.
have
think
a
the
Yash
middle order
Dul
is
as
the
well.
biggest problem. The
You
finishing
have
is
a
the
Yash
problem.
Dul
Number
as
six,
well.
number
अरे
seven.
power,
That's
let
the,
Sudhanshu's answering, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Let's Sitanshu answer. Yes.
Sorry.
I think DC has a decent set of overseas, and I mean, as I think he mentioned, like Mitchell Marsh's injury, if continuing till IPL, that it could affect in a way because Mitchell Marsh actually provided few overs as well. That's the only way that's going to impact. But apart
Hmm.
from that, I think they have a decent backup uh, for all the overseas at least.
Hmm. But
And
the
yeah, I mean,
finishing,
even
don't you
that
think there's
Indian.
an issue? The number
Huh?
six, number seven. Don't you think
The
there's issue because we lost
only
Shardul
point is,
Thakur?
who do you see playing at 5-6? Who do
That's
you
the
see
thing.
playing at 5-6?
Okay,
The
I
one
mean
is
we can
Powell. One is Powell for sure.
like let's
Other
just
Powell,
like
Powell.
all of us together we can just start with the 11, I guess. I mean we can contradict if we feel
David,
like.
David Warner.
So you
Okay, let
have
me
your
just
Warner
say
and
11
Shaw opening,
because
obviously.
because I'll not interject and say the 11, and then you can put your 11 basically. So my 11 will be David Warner, Prithvi Shaw, Mitchell Marsh, Rishabh Pant. Number five, let me leave it for now. This thing, Rovman Powell. Then number seven, Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, Andrik Nokia, Khalil
Hmm.
Ahmed,
Hmm.
and Mukesh Kumar.
Hmm.
Okay.
Agree.
Now, number five in the position. How many bowling options do you have? If Marsh plays, then you play maybe a Sarfaraz. If
I
Marsh
think
doesn't,
Safras fits at number five. That's
yeah.
what I was also
And also,
thinking.
this is where somewhere you can use your this thing also, na? Your impact player also very well.
That's the
So
thing.
you can have a Sarfaraz, and then in the next innings, depending on the pitch condition, who are the spinners they have? You can have a this thing, Lalit Yadav, or
Hmm.
you can have one of the Indian pacers. So
Hmm.
yeah, I think this impact player rule na has
It's helping.
actually made life easy for a lot of teams. And Delhi is one such team this year, if you look at it, whose life
Hmm.
has been made a bit easier. So yeah, I
So,
think
so if DC is bowling first, you are suggesting that DC start with a batsman shot.
yeah.
Hmm. Good choice. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, guys, let's go to the next team, guys.
So
Let's actually go
do
to
you see
Rajasthan.
Pandey? Do you see Pandey making it to the 11 anywhere across the
Pandey can
tournament?
only
Yeah,
slot of
he will.
Pandey is number five only. But
Hmm.
I will
Number
Number
three,
five or
I don't
number
think if
three, I
Mitchell
would
Marsh is
say.
I
number
really
three.
feel if Marsh is injured,
then
then
Pandey gets
maybe
a
he
chance.
will get a chance. Maybe he will
No,
Otherwise,
get a
I
chance.
no,
don't think.
Maybe
then
very
I
soon.
don't think.
Russo, man, with the form Russo and also although Delhi pitch, but Ferozshah Kotla ground, small ground, is a good player spin also.
Hmm.
I think
Agreed.
Pandey is only starting at number five or around this area. And if you
I think
remember,
Safras Khan will take that
if you
position.
remember, Siddharth will remember, Manish Pandey only century he has for India is in the number five position, although it's in one day cricket. But he can accelerate. So
Hmm.
yeah, not a bad
Definitely.
thing. Manish Pandey you, is a wealth of experience
But
at
if
the
I'm
moment.
not wrong, he scored the century for RCB at number three, I guess, maybe. Or maybe opening, I don't remember exactly.
Yeah,
So it
but
was only at the top of the order.
yeah, so
And plus,
yeah,
again, Manish Pandey, again, you won't really associate a high strike rate with him. So number five is
That's
someone whom you're looking with the better strike rate.
but I feel
The
he
the
if he
last match I remember, the last match I remember him playing with a high strike rate was SRH against MI, the deadline match in which Kishan and Sky had exploded. That was the last match I remember him playing explosively, and in that match he had opened as well.
that's what.
yeah, but again that Manish Pandey is also coincided with bad form. His time at number three, so maybe when he was in good form for KKR, he was having a healthy strike rate. So let's see, and he's a very experienced guy. Let's remember that. So yeah,
Let's just see
again
how he
some
does.
loopholes, but good spin attack, very good spin attack, and also
Hmm.
I feel a bit of an unproven pace attack except Nokia again.
Hmm.
So.
Agreed.
Uh,
And Mukesh Kumar will be interesting to see how he does with the
That's what
one
I'm
day.
saying, unproven, not proven yet.
Yeah, that's right. Not proven yet, but let's see how they do. Yeah, let's go to Rajasthan Royals because I think they got one of the steals. I would feel Jason Holt at 5.75. I don't think anyone
Yeah.
expect. I
Again,
felt he would have gone for
impact
8 or
player
9
team.
overs.
Impact player team.
But Jason Holder was a good buy. But Ayush, your thoughts on the Royals team? I think it got a bit
Let's
strengthened with
see. First of all,
Just a second, I'm really sorry to interrupt. I just
hmm,
read the
hmm.
statement that Muthaiya Muralidharan has said that they had a purse of 12 to 15 crores for Mayank Agarwal
So,
kept aside.
in a way, he's right because 18 crores they actually is. So, Rajasthan, yeah, okay, I feel they got Holder. So basically, they filled in Holder for the Obed
Hmm.
McCoy position they were having last year. So if you remember
Yes.
last year, the problem was that they were having five bowlers, five batsmen, and one Faltuka who had no role.
Hmm.
They have the
So
most sorted 11.
yeah,
Rajasthan have
Right.
so
no
I agree.
problems.
I agree with that.
so but with them, I think the impact player role also will come in because see,
Do you think Joe Root will get a chance for any match at least, or one
No.
or two matches? Do you feel,
No.
or is just going to be
No.
there as a substitute?
see, again, depends. See, never know. See, imagine your Trent Bolt gets injured. Imagine, okay,
Hmm.
then you bring in an Indian pacer and then you drop Padikkal and bring in Joe. Can happen.
Hmm. Because he can
Whatever.
give that
But
bowling option too if he wants to. I mean, 1 or 2 overs, he can even bowl
yeah,
perhaps. And
You have a McCoy as well. So
but
McCoy
McCoy's
and that
economy is not that good, no. His death bowling. That's the problem with
McCoy,
McCoy.
yeah, but I'm saying in this Rajasthan team, if you look at it again,
But then
I
are you
say
looking at Joe Root as a death bowler?
that's what I'm saying that
I mean,
your
Pawan.
death bowling,
Not
I
death
felt.
bowling. I was talking about the middle overs
No, but
especially.
I'm saying again
But
that
they already
death
have
bowling
Chahal and
like CSK, death bowling like CSK, bit of a concern. With Jason Holder was that sure, and they can't have Jason Holder as a fifth bowler, you know. So Parag may give a few overs, or they might not use the impact player role. But again, like last year, I think they have sorted that thing out where they had that issue with the balance. Again, Yuzi and Ashwin. Also, interestingly, there are so many spinners. I don't know how can they have Zampa
yeah,
and
Zampa
Murugan.
is there, Chahal is there, Ashwin is there,
I can
Murugan
still
is
play.
there.
I can still play Chahal and Murugan Ashwin together because Murugan Ashwin majorly bowls googlies, but Zampa and Chahal they won't play.
I
So
think
yeah,
Zampa will be
I
sub.
think one weak link. So if you make the 11, it is what it is. Our I mean,
I
again,
think four
impact.
overseas are fixed anyways. I feel
No, no, I'm
Holder
saying
Zamp
gets my one time.
Zampa could play at Chapok. Zampa and Chahal could play at Chapok.
no, I'm saying it is Butler, Samson, Butler, Jaiswal,
Hmm.
Samson,
Padikal.
Padikkal.
Padikkal, Riyan Parag, this thing, Shimron Hetmeyer, Jason Holder.
Hmm.
Then you have it like Ashwin,
Ashwin
Bolt,
Chahal. Chahal,
Bolt, Chahal,
Chahal
and
and
Prasidh.
And
Krishna.
Prasid.
Prasidh Krishna.
Prasid.
Prasidh
Yeah.
Krishna.
So this thing will 11 again on based on this impact player, whatever. So if you want
I think
another
they can make
bowling,
Parag switch for impact player or whatever, perhaps.
no, Parag, no, but the thing is,
DDP. DDP.
The thing is,
DDP.
Parag is a very good fielder. So you
Hmm.
might not because if an impact player is done now, you can't even field. So
True.
you can have DDP.
You
You
can
can switch.
put
I think
get
the
DDP out and bring in
only weak link in
Kuldeep
the team.
Sen.
Yeah, exactly. The only weak link in the team batting wise, I feel, is DDP. In a way. I mean, Parag is there, but he's in a good form this season. So let's back him. I feel if Parag doesn't perform, then what are the options they have? Tell me, I don't know. What are the Indian batting options they have if Parag
So
doesn't
that's
perform?
it, I guess.
That's the problem they have, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so if Parag and DDP, they are banking a lot on them, huh? So that is a concern in a way that in the middle order, they are banking a lot on Parag and DDP, DDP has performed but not in this position. Okay,
True.
so who's the
True.
performer top of the order? So that they could have gotten a good
Do you think
backup.
Group Jewel will get a chance? Perhaps. I think there's a lot of talk.
Again, you see it is again if they will perform. So I feel they are a bit. They could have gotten. Who are their backup batsmen for Indian backup batsmen?
Hmm. That's the
Who
thing.
are they?
Group
Do you
Jewel is
know?
there. There's Kunal Singh, Ratnor. I don't know much of these players.
They maybe are a bit light on the backup.
The backup of Indian batsmen is a bit light. They have too many bowlers, especially spinners. That is the issue with
I also
Rajasthan.
I also remember that Jason Holder's batting form is a bit iffy. So he's not really the batsman of the old for past couple of years. So a
They got
lot of
too many spinners.
And especially Parag, I'm saying, okay, if Parag doesn't have a very good season, you have to rely a lot on Hitmire.
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't think. And again, death bowling, Holder has to bring his A game in the death
Hmm.
bowling arena.
Yeah.
So and
Sitanshu,
especially
don't you think their batting is a bit short, especially, I mean, when it comes to backups? In case Padikal or Jaiswal doesn't perform, then it would be a bit of issue with
So
RR
I
because
mean
they don't have.
that's where I think the impact player rule will probably help Rajasthan a bit.
yeah, exactly.
Hmm. That's what, yeah. All right, guys, let's go to Lucknow. I think that's the only
So
team
how
we have
many
left.
teams are remaining?
We have RCB also, so two more. Let's
RCB.
quickly go through.
Pavan
Let's
asked
go
Sanjay if he wants to
to
come.
Arey, too late. He's sleeping.
Sanjay. Sanjay's in auction, I think.
No, there some other drama happened. So
There is some other thing going on. And let's talk about Lucknow and then go to RCB because Lucknow, I think we want to talk about Nicholas Pooran, 16 crores. I don't understand what Lucknow were even thinking about buying Pooran for 16 crores. They could have just left it. What do you think, Falak, first of all, with the overspending of Pooran? Doesn't make
See,
sense.
I had said this in the streaming as well that he does fit in the team, but
Yes.
the amount of money they have paid for him,
Hmm.
it's unexplainable. Like I can't say anything else.
That is true. But still, they have they have 3.55. I mean, the crores remaining. Even though they did
But
that, they
you
somehow
don't
bought
They
like
understand.
they
25 players.
Say,
I really thought they will be going hard for Ben Stokes. I thought they will get him.
That's
Like
right.
instead of
Very
spending
disappointing.
16 crores on Pooran, they could have maybe spent 17 on Ben Stokes. That would
yeah,
have
they could
been
have
much
spent.
better.
Yeah, exactly. I think KL
Agreed.
Rahul just wanted a bigger choker than him in the team.
I think more to do with the management. No, you cannot blame totally on KL. I think, but they've got it wrong. I think,
Oh, yeah,
especially Ben
obviously.
Stokes. Ben Stokes not coming in because they could have easily got Ben
this
Stokes
this
because
this bigger decision the captain has to say. On the smaller players the captain does not have much of a say, but on such a big decision, when you are, because he has to be there in your team if you are paying him 16 crores. So
mm,
he had a few players in mind. Like I feel that, for example, MI might Rohit might have said that Sam Curran, Cameron Green, Ben Stokes, one of the three all-rounders, something
mm,
like that. So he might have said XYZ because they did bid for Stokes, but they left it midway. I felt that they should have gone much higher for Stokes than taking
Puran.
in Pooran at 16.
Yeah, I also agree. I don't think Puran's worth 16. Yeah, maybe he fits in the playing 11 for Lucknow, but I don't think at that he's not worth that much. That's the thing. But coming back
Pavan,
to the
why do you think Rahul got out early in the Test match today? He had to have this discussion, right?
Yes.
yeah, hard decision to take. But I think they screwed it up, I
But
suppose.
yeah, I mean,
But
like Ben Stokes over Nicholas Pooran any day would have been a better choice.
Hmm.
that is also why Rahul has played Jaydev Unadkat in this test match.
Hmm. I think that's a
Because
steal. I would feel at base price. I would feel. I think that's a
he
thing.
will steal away your team's chances of winning also. That also
True.
Jaydev Unadkat can do.
That is also there. But I mean, at 50 lakhs, I would
I mean,
feel.
he was a very valuable asset for the rising Pune Super Giants, if I'm not wrong.
Hmm.
Jaydev Unadkat.
That one season only. After that,
That's only one
that
season.
one season secured his three generations.
Hmm.
The
Very
money
true.
he got. But I
Daniel
feel
Sams in
Never
LSG,
know.
I don't get it. I mean, as a backup for Markwood, maybe, but when it comes to overseas options, I think they lack a bit
who are
because
the
Yeah,
Spiders also struggled last season.
I still don't get why didn't they, if they had so much money left, why didn't they go hard for Joshua Little? They could have gotten, because they actually need a backup for Markwood, considering
Hmm.
the injury proneness of Markwood. Otherwise, they
Yeah.
could have looked for some other overseas option, because they, like
And the
Markwood's
bailing out before
backup,
an IPL.
if Sam Curran is Markwood's backup, sorry, not Sam Curran, sorry, Daniel Sams, it doesn't add up for me, because Daniel
Hmm.
Sams is not this similar type of bowler of considering what Mark Wood is.
Hmm.
There is a lot of difference in those two kind of bowlers.
True. True. I
Although
think
he'll give you an all-round option in place, but still.
Yeah, and another thing is that all the three paces they are having right now, the three starting paces, all are injury prone. Like the only reason MI left Mohsin Khan, the Mohsin Khan was developed by MI because he was there with the team for 4 seasons. He
Yeah.
used to get injured. He was very injury prone. Even last season he got injured midway.
And he's
Hmm.
injured right now also.
That's the thing. That's the problem with. I think Navinal Haq is interesting buy though for LSG, but I don't know how many matches he'll get. But I
So
feel
what are four foreigners? Toynes, Decock, Pooran, and Markwood.
Stoinis really disappointed me though last season with the way that he batted those. He struggled. LSG
See,
didn't know where to bat both the Stoinis
LSG
and
LSG didn't use
Navinal.
Stoinis as well too. I felt LSG didn't use Stoinis well.
That's the
See,
thing.
LSG
They
has
didn't.
their entire squad filled up with all rounders if you actually notice it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even there's
No,
Kyle
And
Mayer
you
also. He can
and
open
ultimately
also.
no one will know where to play whom. That's the
you
on
know
the day
what
of the
is
match, no
the
one knows where to bat whom, where to bowl whom. That's the
Yes.
issue.
The playing 11 is a
Otherwise,
problem
on
for
paper, they have
LSG.
a very balanced side.
Last
no,
year I thought
yesterday
they
was
last year after the mega auction I thought they had the best squad
Hmm.
last year, frankly.
but somebody tell the playing 11. I'm not sure about them. I'm honestly
Because I mean,
Because
KL
I think
I
KL
think
KL
last
Rahul
time,
and
Rahul
I
and
think
Pooran
Quinton
last
is
time,
still open.
Decock.
except for a KL Rahul and a Quinton de Kock, I think the rest nine of them could bowl in the match.
no,
That
tell
is
me the
the
order.
biggest
So I
issue
think
here.
Pooran,
KL
Pooran has three, is it?
KL Rahul and Quinton de Kock. There will be a
Number
Deepak
3
Hooda at three.
question.
Huda
Then there
Pooran
three,
will be a Pooran at four. Then they can play a Badoni
Stoinis
at
minus
and
five
five.
or
Quinton.
Stoinis. Badoni, Stoinis 5-6, and Krunal Pandya 7. Then what other options
Uh,
do they have?
Then
then
LSG, I
comes
don't know.
it depends. Then it depends on the overseas criteria. Like since they have
They
taken
they
up
are,
Overseas.
Stoinis, Pooran,
they
and
have used
de
up
Kock on top,
yeah. So
and
they
if they're
will
going with Wood,
pick a
then
Markwood
yeah.
at eight. Markwood at eight. Then now they have three options, out of which two will be Mohsin Khan and Avesh Khan, 9 and 10, and then Ravi
Hmm.
Bishnoi at 11. So
Hmm.
that's the 11.
Finally, we sorted out the playing 11 of LSG
And I
because
mean,
that's the
I
hardest.
was like, if it's like not Mohsin Khan slash Unadkat, like
Hmm.
Yeah,
the left
could
arm,
be.
Agree. Agree.
the left arm
Sanjay, what
pace.
do you think
Avesh
about
Khan,
this? Hmm.
I
Yeah.
mean, Avesh Khan, I don't know. I mean, mostly he'll be a starter itself, but let's see.
Hmm. Sanjay, what do you think about this Lucknow? Because it's very confusing when it comes to the playing 11. They are good players, but then to sort out the playing 11, it's a bit difficult, I would feel.
I'm damn sure they'll have to play Pooran because he has gone for 16 crores. If Pooran is not played, literally he'll be screwed. The same thing which happened to RCB during the Kyle Jamieson season. We went for him for 15 crores, and but we were not sure that will Jamieson be played or not. We took a risk. We played him. He was good in. He was though good in 2 3 matches. Later on, he started leaking runs. Like he leaked immensely, 2 overs 40. In the crucial matches, he started leaking. So, but I don't know what's happening with Puran. If Puran finds a place in the squad, it will be his finishing role. So, hope he does the finishing properly for the team because as I don't know that guy's name, so I don't. As he told that LSG messes up
Um,
with finishers. So yes, even the last season they didn't know how to use Stoinis. Rahul was such a shit. He just lost a match by deciding where will Stoinis bat. It was a match which was bringing him a win.
Hmm.
It is all
Okay.
about the team forming the playing
That
11. You
that's
get a proper
that's
playing
exactly
11
what I
but
said, right?
clearly.
They have like almost nine all rounders or something in the team, so they have no idea where to bat whom
And
at which
considering
position
Rahul
at
as a
which
captain,
time.
I would never tell it's a
I
playoff team.
I got your point, but sorry, but I'm really sorry to make this statement, but the last 2 seasons you haven't played at Chinnaswamy, so you might be seeing many of the bowlers leaking runs again.
And yeah, it's not like many of the bowlers raking runs. Once if spinners get used to it, once if Hasaranga gets the taste of the pitch, how the pitch, what's the line and length I
I
have to
mean, then
bowl.
again, like Chahal was pretty impressive at Chinnaswamy, so
And yes,
Yeah,
by the way,
Chahal
Josh has
was,
been
but
Josh has
do
the
do
taste
you
of
do you
finishers,
do you have
Chinnaswamy.
anyone else in mind except Chahal who had been that impressive at Chinnaswamy? Because I can't think of anyone else.
But yes, but I can watch for Josh Hazlewood because he knows the conditions of Chinnaswamy. He has been in
Yeah.
Chinnaswamy playing in the ground, and I don't need to tell about the batters you want to see in RCB.
Yeah, a
Everyone has a
batsman
taste of
though.
Chinnaswamy.
Let's go to RCB.
There has never been a question on RCB's batting ever. Like
Yeah.
from the time Gale has been there, there has never been a question.
I
No,
would
for me
from
the
first
only
season
concern
itself.
is Harshal
Yes.
Patel in Chinnaswamy. That's all. That's the only concern to me.
I
So
was
Sanjay,
going
Sanjay,
to, I was going to that, but let's. That's fine.
Yeah, let's speak about
Sanjay,
RCB
let's
because
bring that debatable question over here, which we had that day. So, guys, I made a statement once that RCB has always started a
I'll kick
season.
you, Sitash.
RCB has always started a season being very good on paper,
hmm, agree.
almost every
Yeah,
season.
Man,
yes,
man, you
yes,
just
I agree.
stole the words from my heart.
I agree. I
Sanjay, there you
agree.
go.
I
because
completely
because
agree
because
with
every
RCB.
year, every freaking year,
Hmm.
one of my friends, he's a
They start
diehard
with
RCB fan. He every year after the auction, he comes up to me and he says, "This time we have made the best team. This time we just see." I'm like, "Last year
No,
you
no,
said
no.
the same thing."
Here, I would like to break him. I think I can relate myself to that fan of the friend of yours. Whenever there's a friend of mine, like he's my childhood best friend. We fight. We fought to extreme levels. But we got for the same IPL matter. We went to such a stage that both of us were bleeding too. I think it was way back in 2020, I guess. But still, we are in touch, and he's a Chennai fan, and I am a RCB fan. But unlikely, he's supporting Chennai only for Dhoni. But I am
Hmm.
supporting RCB. For the first preference is Bangalore, and the second preference is Virat Kohli. Even if Virat
Yeah,
jumps out of
but
RCB,
you are
I
one
am
of
still
those
RCBan.
few. You are one of those few whose first preference is RCB. Majority of the fans which I have seen, they are Kohli
Kohli,
supporters,
Kohli
and
supporters.
just because he is there, if you just
Maybe
Even I
take
if he
him
was
used,
off,
even I
then there
used to
yeah,
is
tell
no
my
half the
friend.
following.
fan base.
No,
Yeah.
even I used to tell my friend in the starting of the season, like, Macha, just see this time. This time we will win the cup. We have the balanced squad, and yes, we are qualifying for the playoffs. We are lifting the cup. I'm telling this from
But
14
I
seasons.
have
It
to
is not
agree.
happening.
From the time Mike Hessen has come in RCB, he has improved upon a lot of things.
I think
Hmm.
Like
there
you're
during this auction, before this auction start, there was a preview where they were showing the past auction videos of Sam Curran. The guy who
Hmm.
picked Sam Curran for PVKS was Mike Hassan himself.
Hmm.
The hat trick season which Sam Curran had,
yeah,
the
yeah,
Hmm.
PBKS match, it was Mike Hassan was the director of Punjab Cricket then. Then I
Hmm.
don't know
yeah.
how did RCB get to convince him from. I think since Mike Hassan's this thing, I think only 49 all out is the only drawback I think we have. The rest we are good, I guess.
I
No,
think
Mike
49
Hessen
was
came
before
after
my
the
time.
49 all out. Mike
No,
Hessen
I
wasn't there at
I
that
am not
time.
aware because I don't remember records
No,
which
I
are not to be
remember.
remembered.
Because
49 was
no,
pretty old.
because 49 was
49,
in
49 is a gold record.
2017.
yeah, I
49 was
remember
in
262 because
2017.
I
Hmm.
remember
I
262 and
I
the coaches, head coaches also, but I don't know
I
49.
remember
So
I remember 49 because the next year there was a mega auction and you picked up the whole bowling lineup of KKR. You literally copy pasted it.
and we got a great Umesh Yadav who started leaking runs. But as of
Oh
now,
no,
this
no, no,
today's
no, no,
auction,
no,
if I
no.
want to
He
speak,
was the highest wicket taker for you in 2018 season.
Hmm.
see.
Hmm.
But today, coming to today's option, if me today, I think I'm unhappy with the Indian uncapped players. Only
Yeah.
apart from two, three, Manoj
Hmm.
Badhange, the only player I was satisfied, and the rest, I
Hmm.
think it was waste. Kaverappa went for
It is.
best player. RCB folding their hands and they're sitting in the auction table without bidding for him. They went someone like Sonu Goda. Who is that fellow?
Which team did he go to?
Sonu
Acha,
Yadav.
Punjab.
Sonu Yadav.
Punjab.
Punjab, bro. Base price RCB is sitting with folding hands.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
And
You
Local
they
got
still have
guy.
Sonu
1.75
Even
Yadav,
million.
no? Sonu
some Sonu
Yadav,
Yadav
Manu.
base price. They're spending 70 lakhs for Sonu Yadav. They're bothered to spend 50 for Kaverappa.
Hmm.
The reason why I am touching Kaverappa so much is he's a Bangalorean. He knows Chinnaswamy much good.
Hmm.
You take some other Delhi guy and you want him to perform in Chinnaswamy, which is not to adapt to the
Kavarappa
condition. It takes time.
performed well in the Maharaja Trophy as well, right?
Maharaja
Yeah.
Trophy and even in
Yeah,
SMAT he did good.
Mackie did very well.
yeah. But
And I don't know
actually, the
why did
the
these people
one
run behind
steal
Will
you
Jacks?
had, the
Will
one
Jacks is an
steal you
excellent
had,
player. Will Jacks is a good player, but I don't know why
man,
did RCB go
Topley,
behind Will
man,
Jacks. We could have got
man,
someone like
Topley
But
was a
Toppy is
Shakib Al
steal for
injury
you,
Hasan.
man.
concern.
He
No,
was
again
well
Top
injury
sold.
prone player.
steal.
Toppy is again injury prone player. That is the problem. Same as Mark Wood, I would feel.
But no, 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 no.
He could be
Top,
impactful player.
you can't say Topley is as injury prone as Mark Wood.
Yeah, that
Topley
is
is,
true, but you never know. But he missed the 2020 World Cup last. I think last year. Last year he didn't get selected. This year he got injured. He didn't play the 2020 World Cup. He's just coming
yeah,
from injury. You never know. You never know. I mean, he's a good pick. Obviously, Topley is a
but he's
good
a
pick. But
backup now. For a backup, he's a very good player. Another
hmm,
thing is that I feel that Will Jacks is there, no? Yeah,
yeah,
huh.
No, if you
That was
want, if
that
you
was
ask me, like when Maxwell comes to the camp and if he's down with some, like if he's still in the recovering stage or if he's not, if he's out of form, if if you ask properly, means if you have the fans' opinion, they will still choose Finn Allen because he's been in
hmm.
the team for 3 years and you want someone like Will Jacks who's coming in now and you want Will Jacks to play. The guy who's from 3 years,
but
what he will do?
but
If
Hessen
he's a worst
Hessen
player, I agree. They're
Hessen
packing
said
Allen because
no.
he's a good player.
Hessen already gave out the statement that he's going to open with Faf and Kohli. So then where will you fit in Allen?
But
That's the
Kohli has said
problem.
that
Then
he would want to play at number three also if possible.
but yeah, the if I didn't see post auction, if Hessen has told that, I think then Finn is sitting this year also.
Because the
Hmm,
only point is, I feel that you have a lot of question marks over Maxwell. That is because in the start as well, you guys were going really heavy on which player I don't remember. You guys were going really heavy on one particular player, which could have been potentially Maxwell's backup.
hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, even I can't
And
remember.
yeah, even in this post, this thing and all, somewhere and all, I just mentioned we wanted Shakib. People were like, even my fellow RCB mates, they were like, we don't want Shakib because of his attitude. But when you know Shakib shows his attitude only in front of weak players. BPL, it was filled with weak players and some shit league. It happened off. When you compare to IPL, I think Shakib can't leak. If he's playing in some players around Virat Kohli,
Big,
if he
big
man,
opens
that
up
is
his leg
that
in
is
front of Virat
issue
Kohli,
is that you don't
that's
have
what
a backup
exactly
for
happened.
Hasaranga. Now
leave
first
attitude.
two
That is
matches.
his 2 years salary. He's not going to do any
Yeah,
of those things in IPL.
problem is when Hasaranga is going to miss the first two or three matches, who are you going to play? The spinner, because I mean you
That
only
only,
have
bro.
Shabazz
RCB
Ahmad, you
is
cannot
just
mistaken.
folding hands. They're just folding hands. They're sitting auction like this. They're watching. We watch movie, giving 500 rupees. They're sitting and watching what is happening. Not a single
That's the
bowler,
problem.
single spinner. Not even Shreyas Gopal they took. At least I wanted
Hmm.
Shreyas Gopal, a local
Yeah,
boy
so who all are the
who was
spinners
an all rounder.
actually?
Shreyas
Actually
Gopal was
spinners.
unsold, no? I think
Yeah,
they could have got
yeah.
him. They could have easily got him
Some
to
truths and
RCB. They
all.
have been
If you don't
perfect.
tell this on live, some idiots and all, they'll take this. They'll take. I think we didn't need this. Who is that? Wait, Avinash Singh. Who is this Avinash Singh?
Hmm.
No idea.
No idea. Even I don't
This
Yeah,
know.
I
I
think
Manoj, I
he's a
only
think he
fast
has made
bowler.
some name in
He's a
the
fast bowler.
recently.
He's a fast bowler.
Manoj Badange, I think he has made a name in the recent thing. He's been in good form. I don't know who
What
is
about
this
Himanshu
Avinash
Sharma?
Singh.
I don't know much about Himanshu Sharma, but I
Yeah,
don't know why
I,
he's not
I, I
picking.
saw that Hessen rates him very highly. Hessen rates Himanshu Sharma very highly.
And who is Rajan Kumar, bro? I am hearing his name in the live for first time.
Avinash Singh is
Ranjan
a
Kumar,
pacer.
Ranjan Kumar, Avinash Singh, Sonu Yadav. I think these guys were just unnecessary. I would
It's
feel
like
from.
film acting
Rajan
side
Kumar is a
was.
left-arm pacer.
It's like a side role film actor since Sanjay Leela Bansali's film. I'm literally telling him like that way only. All
I think
some
you have picked Phil Annan for his fielding as a substitute.
what
I think
substitute,
they should
bro.
have
I
gone for a
think
spin
RCB might
round.
go with. But
They
if
could have
if
even
you are
gone for
willing to
Zampa.
give chance for uncapped all rounders like Manoj Badangi or something, so you get an additional Indian pacer, Indian all rounder or Indian bowler in place of Asaranga. So we can go for
RCB should have
overseas
gone for
impact player
Sikandar
in
Hasan.
like Finn Allen. We can use Finn Allen as an impact player. I think that might be the
But
idea
it but
behind
you have
not
but you
backing
have
him.
weakened your bowling now. You have
Yeah,
weakened your
the
bowling.
bowling is very weak,
That's what
especially
the
the spinners.
only
Now
That
Hasaranga is
you guys never had a problem with your batting, even if you're not playing Finn
No, no,
Allen,
we
you're
were
the
not
set
bowling
in the
has
having
last
always been the issue.
last season. Also, we were set with the bowling. This season, bowling is lacking a lot.
last
Yeah, I
season
think
was a
it's in and out.
different scenario.
This time around, I think again the bowling will let RCB down. I feel seeing
But
this.
I
I mean, the fast
literally
bowlers
I
are
can
okay. The
agree to
spinners,
Pawan. I can agree to Pawan because the reason is simple. 9 matches you are having in Chinnaswamy Stadium, and you're
hmm.
expecting to come up with this bowling lineup. I'm literally not satisfied, bro.
And you don't know how Hasaranga
Uh,
will do also at Chinnaswamy. I mean, he hasn't been tested yet. You never know because
you
he's only
don't
The
know for
playing.
reason I'm
anyone.
scared for
You don't know for
Hasaranga is
anyone. You only
see
know
Only
for
Chahal has done
Siraj
with
maybe.
Chinnaswamy.
Maybe,
Last 15
maybe
years, only
Siraj
one
will do
spinner has
something.
done well. Only one spinner has
Maybe,
done well in Chinnaswamy, and that's Chahal. No one else has
Like
performed
he's the only
well.
spinner. I
but
think
you
RCB
can back
when you
up. You can back
compare.
Siraj.
Siraj, he was like 2019 in the ending, he came back to form. I think someone like Chahal, I don't know literally how he managed to pick 100 wickets at Chinnaswamy itself. I'm literally in a shock.
Mm.
Like when they announced the stats in 2021, I guess, 2020 or 2021, he picked up 100 wickets in Chinnaswamy. I was like, who the fuck picks 100 wicket in such a small ground where everyone are going with 12, 10, 12 per
Mm.
over? But for
Yeah.
Asaranga, this will be a huge test to pass. If he
I think
passes
it's a
this,
real
then
struggle.
there is no one stopping him.
I think it's a big struggle for Saranga, and
But
that's why
this,
I think
I'm
they should have had a
happy.
backup
One more
spinner.
side, I'm happy. Here I can see Hasaranga as a batter. As it's a small ground, I'm expecting something as a batsman from Hasaranga's point of view.
If you are
Then again,
expecting from
if you're
Hasaranga
expecting
as a
Hasaranga
batter,
to bat,
then your batting lineup is already failed.
That is true. That is very true. Yeah, but I think the batting is all sorted. I would feel there's no issues whatsoever. I
batting is
think it's
always
once
sorted.
again it's just the bowling again. I think Willie and Topley. I think most likely they go with Topley. Yeah, Hazelwood definitely number one choice. Hazelwood, Siraj, Harshal Patel. Hope he performs well, and then the spinner Hasaranga. Hasaranga's not there for the first three matches, I think, so they'll have to sort out something for that. Shabazz Ahmad will have to play perhaps for that.
I mean, it
Yeah,
also depends on the matches those are the matches. I mean, like if it's on some spin friendly tracks, then they'll have to work with some Indian spinners.
hmm.
They'll be in trouble. They'll be in trouble if it's in Chipok
Spinner
or
track is not good, I
Kotla.
think.
It depends on
There's
the
no Max.
fixtures.
We can't guarantee that Maxwell can bowl also because he's coming after that injury also. I don't know how many months it will go for him to recover. So you cannot depend on
I I
Maxwell.
I
So
think Maxwell is not going to start the tournament.
yeah,
Max
I
is
think
not
he's
going
going
to
to.
start the tournament. That's what,
I don't
like,
think so.
as per the experts, even before, like, as Pawan was covering, I think he was doing TC or something. Like, I was watching the TV that from 1:30 onwards, I was watching. No, so there, the major part from the experts is like Maxwell is gonna miss the first half of the tournament only. Like, first half means some 3 4 matches. He'll come, he'll be in the camp, but he'll not play due to his
Hmm.
injury or that form concern. But when you guys check, Maxwell is someone a moody. He's like a moody player. Once if he gets into mode, he'll start going like he'll perform with a bat and ball. He's
I'm
not
not
someone
talking
like
about the
he needs
form. I'm
practice.
talking about
He's
the injury.
but I hope he comes out of that. The major thing I was like happy before he announces the 3 month break. No, I was like, yeah, we are having Big Bash, so I can see Maxi back again in Big Bash, so that we have continuous IPL. After he announced the 3 months break, like literally I went like, okay, there is nothing to do now apart from praying God. That's what happened.
Let's
But
hope for the best.
literally, this is a huge test for our main bowler Asaranga and the rest of the bowlers in the home ground. In the away, we can somehow manage and win, but in the home ground, as it is small, we have to manage. And even if
I
you set a
just have
target of 220, 230, we are good enough of getting it done in 15 overs.
hit.
I trust my bowlers very much.
I just have one wish for RCB that the year Kohli retires, at least he should win one cup before that.
See, bro, I just have one wish. If Sitanjo, I don't know what is happening with him. If I tell this, so Dhoni is last year. As per sources, this might be Dhoni's last year. As he mentioned that he'll play in India and he'll retire.
Mm.
I
He'll
want
play
Dhoni to lose.
Chapok and he will
I
retire.
want Dhoni to lose in Chinnaswamy, bro.
You want
Let
Dhoni
him
to
win in
lose in
Chipok.
Chinnaswamy.
I want him to lose in Chinnaswamy. We want to take on Jamison. We want our revenge.
For that, Jameson should play.
Suppose
Oh yeah,
Jameson should be otherwise.
I wanted it from the year Watson
I
scored
don't
for
think
Chennai and
Jameson
won
will
the
play
cup.
first of all.
I'm very
See
angry
that
on
that's what
Watson, bro. He leaks runs
that's
for
what I,
us. He wins cup for Chennai. Wow.
that's what I said in the live also. No, earlier in the during the auction, whoever leaves RCB performs well for that particular franchise.
Hmm.
Watson left RCB, performed for CSK. Moin Ali left RCB, performed for CSK.
Moeen Ali played for us also. He has good strike rate. He had good average with us also. I don't know
Okay,
why
Eh,
no.
he
that
was.
way, Watson also played for you guys in
Yeah,
2016.
Watson also.
He had picked so many wickets.
Now Berendorf might do the same for MI, I think.
And Kyle
This time
Oh
Jamieson
around.
no,
was USK
no!
if he
If
plays.
Barandrov does that, I am literally going to die. But I thought it won't be an active auction. But I never thought management is gonna fuck fans like this. I never thought it, and they did it successfully for 15 years.
And this time around, I think it's going to be the same result. Unfortunately for
This
RCB,
time,
it's
I
going
think if we are placed in top five, I'll be amazed.
to. I mean, top five, there is a chance, small chance. Let's see how
Yeah,
RCB could
top
make it to the
as Hitanshu, he was telling, we'll get it to 240, and we'll get the opponent team come close to 235. Last over 1-6, and they win the match.
I believe you have covered all the teams now.
Yeah, I think we've covered all the teams, anyways, guys. Yeah. So thank you so much, guys. I mean, Falak, Sitanshu, and Sanjay for joining, and even Ayush at the beginning with Madhur. So we'll end it over
You'll be
there,
back
guys. So
soon.
it's very, very exciting IPL mini auction. So obviously, IPL will be 3 months away. We'll be covering IPL 2023 in 3 months' time. Let's see how it happens in March, April. This time it's 2.5 months. So a lot of action coming up, a lot of matches, and let's see 74 matches. Let's see how it goes this time around. So thank you guys, and we'll end it over here. Yeah. Good night, guys.
Good night. Bye.